Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And I got free time tonight, so I'm passing out free smoke. Live on the show. 424-209-9506 is the number. If you got some rebuttal, you want to say something about Kev Gillz, hit that like button and subscribe. We got 49 likes already. Please do. Please do. Please do. Please do. Thank you. Please do. Thank you. Something I just have to show y'all today. Matter of fact, I gotta call these people out. Cause I see don't nothing get started on these YouTube streets until you make these niggas run from you. Press 1. You gotta make these niggas run. They already was running. Now I'm like a big scary ghost from Scooby-Doo. Press 1. Get out of here. Press 1. Hit that like button and subscribe. Subscribe. Where my American Indians at? Where y'all at? Where my Turtle Islanders at? Press 2. Press where my Paumonkeys? Where my Niji people? Tribe up, tribe up. Press 1. What y'all scared? Press 1. No, y'all, everybody in chat room, y'all always messing with the Pan Africans. Press 1. Where y'all at? You don't want to tribe up? You're scared of Kev Gillz? That's a Jeremy. There's Jeremy. Press 1. Jeremy, like, here I am. They scared to tribe up. Nigga, every time Kev get on the internet on these YouTube street, especially in the black community, y'all get to running around, shucking and jiving and shit. Press 1. Y'all don't owe me no money. You don't owe me nothing. You feel me? Here come Kev coming up these streets. He come Kev up them YouTube street. Anybody can get it. I guess he gonna pick on DANE CALLOWAY now. Press 1. Picking on all y'all, not just DANE CALLOWAY. He's the head honcho. Y'all already know what it is, but I'm calling out anybody up under the banner of any of the Aboriginal anything. Press 1. All the tribesmen. Press 1. Ain't no names on it. Press 1. Hit the like button. I'm going for the smartest Afro-American in the community, so I gotta call everybody out. Every last one of you fake ass Indians, come on down to the stage. I heard your bitch asses was in the building anyway. Press 1. Damn, DANE CALLOWAY too. DANE CALLOWAY too. Bring his little turtle body looking ass out here too. Press 1. He afraid off the rip. He don't even want no smoke. I beat DANE CALLOWAY with pure confidence. Just beat him up with just confidence and aura. Get your ass out the way. Jeremy Moulton is the only Indian brave enough to stand up. Press 1. Kevo need the Debo theme music. Press 1. Nigga, move out. This my bike, punk. This my knowledge, punk. What knowledge? Oh, that. That's why I was just saving it for you. Where my American Indians at? See, they try to keep the women confused and confounded because niggas really ain't got no knowledge and wisdom. They just going with whatever works and whatever make females' ears tickle. Press 1. I get it now. It's just jargon. Y'all really don't want no smoke. Y'all just playing. Y'all just playing. I gotta show y'all, and just because y'all don't appear on my show don't mean I'm not gonna debate y'all, because guess what, y'all got a bunch of content on the computer. Press 1. Where y'all laid out all y'all facts. Press 1. You put all your facts up, put all your scholarly teaching. So really, I can debate any one of y'all at any given time, any given Sunday, to tell you the truth. Press 1. So I thought I'll just get up here tonight and do like a mock debate. Press 1 with DANE CALLOWAY. I thought I'd do a mock debate, kind of see how his information flow with the audience. Press 1. I try to see where y'all mind at. You feel me? Because DANE CALLOWAY's a good guy. He thinks we're Indians from Niji, from Turtle Island. Press 1. In the colony of Paumonkey River. Press 1. And what's the other queen over there? Phoenix Moon. From the Powerpuff Girl, Phoenix Moon, that be on Sock Cheddar. She talking about she's a Paumonkey. She look like a Paumonkey. I'm gonna give her that. She looked like an East Indian Trinidadian woman. Press 1. From South Bronx. Remember her? From the Bronx. Press 1. She's from the Bronx. Remember her? From Queens. Kev Row. Hit that like button and subscribe. They always talking about Kev say press 1. Nah, old girl. I be just playing. Elmer Fudd shit. You know, I'm just playing. I'm silly. That's not real. Hers is real. I just think it's funny that I'm able to even do it sometimes. I'm like, damn, press 1. Fuck them. Fuck them. So today, I'm here to let you know where I stand and these American Indians, $5 foreign Indians. Press 1. Whether black, white, Pacific Islander, Asian, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They're all felonious. I call it felonious because the amount of money that's been taken from the Afro-American community, it should be a felony. This should be a felony. Facts. Facts. Now, DANE CALLOWAY tried to say Harriet Tubman ain't real. Well, CIA said they is real, and she was working with the ops. Press 1. She helped win the war, fool. It is real. It is real. But I want to know, where are the Paumonkeys and Indians in contract? You beefing, Lord? No, I'm not beefing. I don't beef. I just have... I do drive-bys. Press 1. Anybody out there get wet? Press 1. Chirac around these YouTubes. Anybody out here can get it. You as a viewer, you better choose sides right now. That's what you better do. I don't give a damn about none of your favorite YouTubers like that. They all my competition / opposition. And if you knew anything about it, you would just embrace being a viewer. What if Urkel talk shit about let's say Will Smith over there at motherfucking, or if he's mentioned motherfucking Martin Lawrence and had like an internal well, on YouTube that's what we do, and it's called the YouTube street. I pull them all. I step on down here for my knowledge and wisdom. Come on, battle with your local celebrities, your local democratic minded celebrities. So they no beef. Just a little friendly competition. Hit that like button. Soul Trap is fucked up. You see his soul is trapped already. They named fit the demon that's in him. The psychological issue. His soul is trapped. Lord have mercy. Lord have mercy. So look, I have to show y'all this video. Why? I ain't got shit else to do. And it's Saturday, and it's a fine time to watch DANE CALLOWAY. Press 1 and argue with the screen. Hit that like button, please. Thank you. Hit that like button, please. Now, if you go to his logo, you already see it's on some old Germanic white man. Press 1. This is not an Indian nothing. Press 1. I said this not Indian nothing, scavengers. That's right. Where y'all little pan-Indians at? We're the pan-Indians. This is a Germanic communistic flag. That's what this is. A remix of Hitler's goddamn eagle. Press 1 with 3 communist flag. He could be German or any goddamn thing. Trying to teach you about how to use it. I don't know about these agents. Press 1. But we gonna learn today. Press 1. Now, I know this one of y'all favorite niggas, too. This is one of y'all favorite niggas. That's why I'm doing this, because I like competition. I like for niggas to defend themselves and not be cowards hiding in the background. Press 1. We don't like that. So we're going to listen to DANE CALLOWAY's information and see, with the knowledge that I've been teaching y'all, would you be able to pick apart DANE CALLOWAY's weak-ass Indian story about... in the year. Do not be brought in with this weak ass music this guy has. This slow dragging, boring narrative. Press 1. Pay attention to the information. Get your phone. This your notepad. Get your phone. Research Paumonkey and Indian people right now. I'm gonna show y'all how silly they is, though. I'm gonna show y'all how silly they is in their own shit. Right, Brian King? Because that's where you got to get them. My information new, so they can't fuck with me. I can defend my... My information. Press 1. I can defend my shit. Press 1. I can defend every part of it. So let's take a listen. I'm gonna move that over here. Let's take a listen real quick at my man DANE CALLOWAY. That's his information.
Down as various misnomers and derogatory.
Hold up. Let's go back.
To watch all of my exclusive content not featured here on my channel, log on to my website at imjustheretomakeyouthink.com/fumes.
Shout out to DANE CALLOWAY with the effects. I don't know what people you know. Oh, let me fix this. I don't know what people you know. We don't even play instruments like that. Press 1. We don't even play instruments like that. Our people play blues and God's people, boy, we know music. We don't sit around blowing little flutes made out of bamboo. That's already messed up right there, because we the originators of soul music and music all around the world. Y'all got us fucked up to even think that black folks sat around somewhere near a teepee, like an East Indian or somewhere from the East Indian Trading Company. Press 1. When did this happen? Now it's time to make sense of y'all silly Disneyland time immemorial bullshit. Press 1. Time for you to win. A black man sat around and played the flute like that. We don't play the flute. It's a damn shame. Carimio does the same thing, huh? They do all, because Carimio's a Costa Rican Jewish Negro Indian. Press 1. So he just loves to use the word we. Carimio's a real special case. I like him because he's retarded. Yeah. Let's go. Information. Let's go, Dave. Come on with the aggression. All right, come on.
OCO, my brothers and sisters, relatives, spiritual warriors, and free thinkers. Let's begin this segment with something that will stimulate your thinking in an area you may be vaguely familiar with, or you could have possibly just never thought about it before.
Press 1. No, sir. The truth will set you free. Why see, when there ain't no God in you, you don't know Bible scripture. You just know computer memes. Hit the like button. You just know computer memes. There's a Bible verse that talks about the truth setting you free, but first it will piss you off. And you sounded smart. Press 1. The nigga thought he sounded smart. When there's a Bible verse and the truth shall set you free. But when you don't got God in your life, you mock the Bible with blasphemous attempts of quoting and putting your own twist on scripture. This is what happened. When you don't listen to God, press 1, and pay attention to real life, you get to live it. You start thinking you could live on the back of a turtle floating around the universe some goddamn where. Press 1. When you don't got God in your life and you call God a liar, you will make up your own story about how you live on a rhinoceros, tumbling about the 4th dimension. Press 1. In the eye of a giant rhinoceros. Press 1, because you special. You know better than the scripture and God himself, because you know better. Press 1. That's what happened. Man, when he don't listen to God, and don't listen, he'll listen to the woman, tell her about. That's cool. All right, whatever. But when a man get to pondering about himself and he don't keep God first, them niggas get to thinking it's an all black planet out there called Planet Risk. Niggas, we're big head black people and they're coming to get us on a mega ship. Press what? They're coming right now. Press what? They see the suffering when we going through. And these be the people making fun of God. These be the people making fun of scripture and prophecy. They thought I forgot about Planet Risk. They switching their religions now. Let's get back to it. The truth will set you free, but first it will piss you off. DANE Calloway.
What would be the reason behind changing particular historic objects that could possibly tell a completely different story from what is considered to being the norm of what is commonly known? For example, this fresco-style painting was...
Sir, is this what you was talking about, sir? This it right here? Statue, that's history for you. Some statues.
The norm of what is commonly known. Probably tell a completely different story from what is considered to being the norm of what is commonly known. For example, this fresco-style painting was produced and published by a Spanish-Italian painter named Giovanni Battista Tiepolo.
Hold on. Call me back right now. Oh my goodness. The Spanish painter. Oh my goodness.
Polo during the year of 1752. And his
1752. What the fuck was Negroes doing in 1750, 1752, 1800, 1900? You telling me we had bows and arrows with no shirts on, according to the Spanish what? Press one? I love that feathered crown. That's not a crown. That's not a feathered crown. That's a feathered depiction of a Spaniard depiction of some people. That's what? What you talking about, Brave Hawk? That's not a crown. You know what a crown look like? That's what said on the Queen Elizabeth head. That motherfucker glitters and shit. That's not a crown. That's rubbish. That's a painting. That's an illustration. Illusion. Illusion. Not real. You see, Brave Hawk? You see? That's not real, sir. You can't find me one Negro in your family ever with no picture of no crown like that. Press one. With his shirt off with a bow and arrow. You understand me? You might as well stop right now. Press one. You can't. No. Look, looks like what my Kawaliga ancestors wore. I said feathered crown. Sir, what your Kaliguan ancestors wore? What about your ancestors of 100 years ago who developed the law? What about that one? When did your ancestors wear a crown in Kawaliga? Are you African? Kaligaligwa? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is them on the goddamn? Where's the benefit to the Caligua people? In what law did they what language did the Caligua people speak right here in America? What did they develop here? What did they invent, Caligua ancestor? Talk to me, Brave Hawk. Huh? What you say? I think you're retarded. I think I am too, but I'm going to keep asking questions. 424-209-9506. Okay, where? What are their names? Where? Don't tell me about Creek territory. Do you know what a creek is? Huh? You know what a stream is? I know what a creek is too. I know what creek is. Where? What is it? What's the name? What's their names? What they would put on a dog? What's their name? So you making up stuff, Brave Hawk? That's a lie, sir. That's a lie. Press one. That's a lie, sir. That's a made-up story. Riparian rights. I'm on Creek territory. Always by the water. What? Way by the water. What was the governor? What town did they develop? Where? Where, Brave? I thought you were brave. Hit the like button and subscribe. Call it in. I don't care about your family still living there. What? Sir? Oh my goodness. You arguing from a chat room? Call it in. Call it in. Call it in. What year? I don't care about all that. I don't care. Now I got it on wax. Are they a part of the Indian tribe? Do they have land? And did they retain that? What's going on with that? Show us how to get the land back. What, the CALLOWAY people? Right there. What did they own? What they got? Call in and tell us. Come on, tell them about that looks like your CALLOWAY people. Send me some pictures too. Press 1 of your CALLOWAY people with this on. With this garb on right here. Press 1 with the garb on. With the garb on. That's not hard. Press 1. That's not hard. You get your pictures ready and show me some Negroes and teepees with these clothes on, bro. Press 1. It's not happening, bro.
Shame.
Don't none of y'all Negroes
Shame.
got no pictures of
Shame.
none of y'all Indians dressed like no damn Indians living in no goddamn teepees. You might well stop lying. Press 1, Brave Hawk. You're on timeout. Go to the back because you're a chatter. He's a chat room Indian. He like to tell people about make believe. Can you believe this? He make believes his storylines and gets mad at us, and he uses emojis like because he can't prove nothing he's saying. Press 1. Won't you yourself? Press 1. You can't prove a motherfucking thing. You can't prove nothing because the CALLOWAY people, they fucked you up, didn't they? They fucked you up. CALLOWAY. Stop it. Time him out for 300 seconds. Put him in the corner. He can't prove nothing. He's going off of pictures. Every time they gotta talk, they go off of these. They go off of Spaniard and Russian renditions of you as a savage, and they are dressed up fine art, and you making mud pies and mud products. Cause niggas made mud cups and shit like that. Motherfuckers really was making mud cups and pottery. Press 1, so dumbass. CALLOWAY. He said in the 1700s. How them your ancestors, them your great grandfathers then. He said the 1700s. Your damn ancestors. That's family, fool. Just my ancestor. Now you gotta prove it, liar. Ain't nothing like a chat room liar. Press 1 trying to prove a point because he don't spend the last 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years on YouTube proving he's an Indian. And here comes Kevin walking up the street calling him a liar. Press 1 because that's what man does. Make up lies. They just make up lies. Damn CALLOWAY nothing. You a freeman. Press 1. CALLOWAY nothing. That's Indian. Only people who dress up like Indians and garbs like this in the 1700s, even now, are tribes in Africa, undeveloped countries. So shut y'all retarded asses up. Press 1 like we wasn't wearing clothes. Like there's no Afro-American Negro inventions in the 17, 18, and 1900s. Dressed up like no goddamn Indian. Are you a fool? Press 1. You can't battle me, clowner. Why you in the chat room crying? That nigga ain't finna be developing a whole damn nation as no damn Indian. Running around shooting with cowboys with bow and arrows. We are the most constructive people on this earth. Don't put together the greatest magical sisters who calculated the distance from Earth to the goddamn moon. And you up here talking about you was a damn Indian. You was a fool. Press 1.
Unknown caller.
Kev Row.
Right.
Coffee and Kush TV, the Kev Row program. You're on the air.
What's up, my bro? Hello?
What's up? Talking shit. What's going on?
Bro, you gave me the game, man. I didn't figure it out.
Now you figured it out. All right, now wait a minute. You figured it out. All right. He figured it out, y'all. For my classroom, not for the internet. He figured it out. So what's your name? Where you figured it out from?
Kansas City, Missouri. I'm from Kansas City, Kansas, but I live in Kansas City, Missouri.
Kansas City, Missouri. That's right. Home of the goddamn chief Indian. God damn it. So my man figured it out. What?
Yeah. Monarch. The Monarch.
Say it again.
The Monarch. The Negro League.
What about?
Where Walt Disney from. He was born, Walt Disney lived around the corner from where I stay at. A couple of blocks over.
Walt Disney lived by you?
No, his birthplace.
Oh. He was born in Germany somewhere, sir.
Okay, well, where they said he was born at.
For sure. Go ahead.
And I'm all right by Independence, Missouri, where Truman was born at, his birthplace.
Got you.
So, you know what I'm saying?
So what you figured it out? What you figure out? Tell us.
So where his studio was at, right, is right across the street, where the ISIS theater used to be.
Well, sir, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking shit. So right now, I'm on all.
This is like Indian. It's tying all that Indian shit together.
You sure?
Yeah.
All right, nigga, wrap that shit around. You said you figured it out. You around there. I'm gonna let you go ahead.
All right, the Osage Indians.
I hate the callers to lure me away, but I got faith in you, bro. Go ahead, bring it on home, bro.
The Osage Indians, right?
Well,
they was like,
you said the ISIS what?
Theater.
Okay.
That's like, we jazz capital, we barbecue, we the Monarchs, we the World War I Museum, the Federal Treasury.
That's all there?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Beautiful. Okay.
The monuments, I've been looking at this damn monument all my damn life, like, what the fuck is this shit saying? And you just gonna help me figure this shit out.
What did it say?
It's like, it's the Federal Reserve, then it's just the World War I monument, then there's the Union Station. And they all right there in a row.
So what?
And then the Historical Society is right next to it, where you get your genealogy, where you can figure all that last name stuff out, where you can tie yourself in.
Oh, it's all there. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, the royal bloodline, where they kind of trying to mix it in with the chief players, all these people they brought in from Truman brought in from wars and shit. They trying to mix it up right here.
What's Kansas City? Is Kansas City this shit?
Missouri.
Missouri. What is that, Midwest?
That's the heartland.
I was just about to, that's really what I was about to say after that. Is that the heartland of America?
Yeah.
This type of shit? Oh!
Yeah.
Ah!
Yeah. We here, and I've seen this shit going on, because I'm like...
That's really what I wanted to ask you. It was in my head. The heartland of America? No way.
Yeah.
No,
and guess
that's
what?
why
The last
it's the
bid...
Red Sea, the Chiefs. Ah!
Shame.
Got him.
Shame.
Got him.
You helped me figure this shit out, my nigga.
So you got all that shit. You looking at shit your whole life, not really understanding what all this is, and you looking at it in your realm, in your world, like, wait a minute, all this is connected.
Yeah. Fucking me up.
So Truman.
And the last, let me hit you before you go too far. The last World War veteran that died, the black one, They named the projects after him here.
They probably named a lot of projects after a lot of veterans.
Yeah, but I believe that's where they start swapping names at that project, where Project System even started.
You meaning like an asylum type of project, like a housing for the ill?
Yeah.
Minor. Oh shit!
Wayne Minor. That's the name of the project.
That makes sense. I mean, all projects are subsidized living, so it's government granted. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is where they building a bloodline at the Royals and the Chiefs.
This is where they built the Chiefs. The whole Indian story, inside out. I mean, it starts with the
right there. I'm looking at this shit.
It starts right there. Truman, Independence. Right. They struck right
there. Sir.
Yes, sir. That's all St. Louis and shit.
That's Kansas City. It's kind of 3 hours away from St. Louis.
Boom. Gotcha.
I just passed the bloodline out. What's his name? Jefferson. That's the name of Jefferson County. That's where Oh,
that's dope, bro. That's dope. Now you got to get out and sightsee and take photographs and get out in the world like a tourist.
No, I gotta capture that in the court.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm just taking the extra money that I get from YouTube, and I'm just going, bro. But I didn't want to say that because ain't nobody saying what the fuck you saying. And since you said it, like, God damn, this nigga did put the damn. I'm like fucked up like Dorothy in this bitch, twisted around like all these Dorothys around this bitch. And what's that Wiz? Diana Ross is around this hoe. You get me? Look, to hell with pictures. If you could show and tell history document, you will have a leg to stand on. Don't try to look smart and have a loud mouth. Why you Aboriginal one? Sit your retarded ass down in my chat room. Anything else, champion? We gonna get back to this. I'm finna touch on this, and I'm glad that it's affected you. And I thank you for the information, especially from Kansas City and us making that heartland connection. And such, the Dorothy, the Red, all the good shit. Call back at the end of the show. We'll have a great conversation, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. God bless him. I hear the excitement in his heart. Like, damn, wait a minute. All of it is there is what he's saying. But anyway, since you want to talk Aboriginal one, and Atachi, Osio, my Niji, with an Indian tribe, where are you? The thing is, you can say, oh, I'm this Indian from a chat room perspective, but where are you? It seems like your only storyline narrative comes from Spaniard depictions of these people who look like savages compared to people who wear clothes like they saying they wore. So are y'all taking their depiction of you as truth? And if so, you was a savage then. You was a savage. That's the thing, but you had to be. What was you making? What did you invent? We'll get back to that in a second.
Painting depicts what the inhabitants of the American continent looked like.
Paintings, a Spaniard painting of what an American nigga looks like. Okay, Jen.
During this time period, the written...
Like this time period is the 1200s or the year 9 AD or something. It's 1750 something.
Description
and it can be fucking 1800 for all I'm at.
Of this painting was later translated into English as, quote, "The personification of the American continent rides on a huge crocodile with her naked upper torso and feathered headdress. She represents the uncivilized world. She is surrounded by people characterized as wild creatures."
Let me start that over. What? What? And when you don't know your history, this shit make sound.
Written description of this painting.
How is the painting? It's the description of the painting that is depicted in English. It's somebody Forrest Glory. I never heard that before, but he's going to put it up. This is the description made into English. Go ahead, translate. This is from a Spaniard's depiction. Listen.
Was later translated into English as, quote, "The personification of the American continent rides on a huge crocodile with her naked upper torso and feathered headdress. She represents the uncivilized world. She is surrounded by people characterized as wild creatures who hunt with bow and arrow."
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Meanwhile, they got guns. King George had guns. Everybody had guns, but they had bows and arrows. They wouldn't have lived that long if they only had bows and arrows.
The figure reclining below her holds a horn of plenty as a symbol of the riches and fertility of this part of the world, which was of the greatest interest to the Europeans, end quote. But what is also important to note here is that this painting was drastically changed, then later republished to look like this. Which should make you wonder, why would anyone go out of their way to change a simple painting from what it originally looked like? Throughout my years of investigative research, I discovered a common pattern that is religiously used by the writers of American history, along with their affiliates or anyone else that has.
So y'all agree with the painters of American history, but you don't agree with the writers of American history. Interesting.
Has assisted with propagating a stranger's information and
now, these are the guys who gave you Indians dressed up doing this in America in the first place. We just learned that the Rockefellers, if you go back to what was those American circuses, world fairs? Those were nothing but circus acts. Cowboys and Indians. That's in the 1700s, 1800s, 1900s. Cowboys. And you know who used to run the circus? Them. So how y'all created a whole race of people out of characters, just befools me. That's why you can't account for nothing that you've created. You can't account for nothing that you've created.
Especially the type of information
and beg the federal government for every damn thing
we consistently receive throughout America's compulsory
Look at Woodrow Wilson. He made you an Indian. Look,
educational institutions.
Look at Woodrow Wilson.
Systematically.
Look, I just showed y'all
these
Pope
strangers.
Pius. Press 1.
Patterns can be easily traced by just simply connecting the dots. Then one will immediately discover just how much these strangers must tell a school of lies with another lie and then another lie.
So are these Indians you? These Indians right here. This man with this headdress. Black Hawk, 334. Press what this headdress is, and you was dressed as an Indian and they was dressed in clothes, so you was a savage. You was dressed like this and they was dressed in regular garment. And where was we at? Me. We enslaved? Break this down to me. Break it down. Please tell me, Paumonkey, how you would dress like this. They dress like that with inventions made by us.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Run that back. I would run that back. Should I run that back? I said, press one. Press one with a inventions made by us. Ain't that a bitch? Press one. Wasn't that a bitch? And where we at? Missing. And that's what y'all get. Always trying to make them us. This not us. So use that. They're doing something with a music player blasted at your face with instruments and shit made by us. Press one. And that's you. So you must have made things like that. Press one. Look, who is that? Chocolate Jones? Chocolate Lioness? Press one. If you don't fix your pH balance, girl, go somewhere. Press one. You got white film around your coochie lip. Press one. You just got white and it's coming through the panties. Press one. No man want to be with you. Press one. Go somewhere else. Get out of here. Your stench have reached the heavens. Press one. You got that milky lining. Press one. Your pH balance is off. Press one. Paumonkey, you're unclean. Get out of here. Press one. You have sex on your period dates. Press one. You're unclean. Now, back to my studies. Back to my studies. You unclean. So I already know you run your mouth. You unclean. I already know. So this, and I'm up here telling the truth. Press one. How you an Indian and these products is made by really black people, and a white person is blowing this shit at an Indian, and you saying that's you when we the inventors of all this good shit. So it's not. Don't get mad at me, Chocolate Lioness, because your chocolate spoiled. You got spoiled milk. Press one. Your thought press is spoiled, so your coochie spoiled. And if your coochie spoiled, you can't be here. Press one. I'm cool. I'm not battling no Democrats today. Y'all go on about yourself, Indian. You just want to live in the woods and be nasty. Press one. Like a little pan. Press one. Like you just a humper. You want to hump on a tree. Go hump the tree. Press one.
It only confirms another lie.
Look at this one.
This utilitarian manipulative tactic that is embedded within these strangers' motives is none other than indoctrination, which is the process of teaching a person or group to accept.
The milk say July 26th. Press one. It's November. Press October. Press what?
A set of beliefs uncritically. Uncritically meaning with a lack of criticism or consideration of whether something is right or wrong. For example, we can recall hearing that the N-word.
Now what's the thing he do? He put the Bible on your head. Press one. Look what he do. Press one. Look what he do. Look what he do. Because they Antichrist Shriners. That's why. Press one. Look what they do. Ain't had nothing. We was talking about Indians. What does the Bible have to do with this? See? Nigga, what? Only a devil would tell you live on the back of a turtle. Press one. A devil would tell you everything that God told you.
Unknown caller.
God at everything. Now the Bible is. Come on. Come on now. But that's his attack. So don't feel sorry for DANE CALLOWAY. Don't feel sorry. I'm going in. Coffee and Kush TV. What's your name? Where you calling from?
This Chucky Turner calling from Elvis.
What's up, champion?
I just want to know, is it safe to say in the Ten Commandments they alienated us?
I don't know. I can't hear you. You gotta speak clear or something.
I said, is it safe to say in the Ten Commandments they alienated us?
Yes. Well, I don't know if that's in the 10 Commandments, but I know it's in Scripture. It talks about being alienated.
Yeah. And I just want another thing I want to ask you, man. I think these rappers getting exposed, man, because a lot of time, most of the time, man, with these rappers, man.
That's cool.
That'd
be all right.
Man.
That'd be all right. Rappers is fine. Let the rappers be rappers. I'm not here to converse about rappers tonight. I know your brain halfway work and halfway don't. Let's focus on what works and leave what don't. Press 1. You was almost there. You like a 90. You like an 89 dots and putt trying. Press 1. Hey, Braveheart. Listen, bro. If you can't call in, sir. Don't even leave paragraphs over here, bro. Your shit gonna get whopped every time. If you not a man and you can't call in and say what's on your mind, press 1, then don't get to type in long paragraphs. That means you not ready. That's what that mean. Okay? Now let's go back to his attacks on Scripture, making it look like Scripture was barged in your head and knocked you off from being one of these people, an Indian man. Press 1. An Indian man, because most of y'all Indians believe this is you. Press 1. Kev Row. So let's go back to the little Antichrist.
By those who fell victim to preconceived notions or prejudice within their families that can only be taught to an individual at a young age, exposing just how vulnerable their families truly are.
He treated the Bible like his KKK, and they indoctrinated white people with the Bible. When the Scripture was used to lift Europe, North Africa, and the world up, he trying to say, and it stood you upright according to the law, so you may be a man and emancipated, a freeman with the understanding of supreme law. Without that, there's no upstanding. If you don't get the moral complex, you damn sure ain't go act accordingly. Press 1. That's Farrakhan right there. That sounds like Farrakhan, right? Your body ain't gonna act accordingly. So the Scripture and the reason behind the justified law and why you need to study this word and get your morality up so you can stand upright as a human being and say, I'm a man. Press 1. In no nation. I'm sovereign now. I'm free. Press 1. I'm ready to get married and take on the things of life and protect freedom. But your ass is so hyped up on communistic ideals. Press 1. And you such a law hater because you are a rebel and y'all antichrist. And you don't know that King George Washington and God's law is the established law of the land for your freedom. Fool. Press 1. Coffee and Kush TV, you're on the air.
This is Slim.
What's up, Slim? Talk to me, Slim.
Nothing more. I want to tell you about I am Niji. I'm going to tell you I am Niji. I'm going to tell you. I've been following DANE CALLOWAY for a long time. I am not from Turtle Island, but I believe in the turtles. Yeah, DANE CALLOWAY is a smart guy. You need to take heed to his information and don't run away from his information. Yeah,
what information?
I am Niji.
What information?
Sure. Okay, let me tell you.
Okay, for one, slow down, because I hate when y'all call in like y'all at a rave with electrolytes going on and stuff like that. Speak calm. How are you, Niji? Where are they? What language do they speak? And what are their last names that applies to the beneficiary package that goes along with those names? Go ahead, sir.
Sir, let me tell you something. This ain't no motherfucking Slim. This is goddamn it, DJ motherfucking D-Rex.
I knew you was retarded.
I had to switch. I had to switch it up for you. Yes. Now I'm going to show the retardation. See, when you add the...
It doesn't matter. Press 1. Nothing works. Doesn't matter. You put all that effort just for both of your characters to be denied. Press 1. Both of them. Both of them.
By allowing strangers to manipulate their minds with a set of beliefs that have never been proven or even questioned for that matter.
What beliefs? The word ain't never been proven. A set of beliefs. I say right on the back of a turtle, a crocodile, in the middle of anywhere, you're going to get ate up. A crocodile will eat you. Press 1. A crocodile will eat you. What turtle are y'all from? What turtle? So they can't prove the Bible. See, y'all just antichrist. That's why you will never be free. You don't know that America laws is founded. You don't like the Bill of Rights. Press 1. Nor do you like the 10 Commandments. You don't like nothing because you're a savage. You rather be a person with feathers on their head. And remember some time, long time ago in the land before laws, where you get to make up beautiful things because Mickey Mouse told you. Every Indian, all the knowledge you got from Walt Disney and Disneyland. Press 1. All the knowledge, you ain't no damn Indian. Press 1. No, you not. No, you not. Press 1. No, you not. Press 1. Care what your grandmama said. Press 1. You ain't no Indian. And a bunch of liars. You don't got nobody. I told you your language is dead. You live in the metaverse. You're metaphysical. And you don't took the word of God and the law and don't ran off into Catholicism. That's what you did. Jano, by assuming they're talking about literal turtle, lets me know your IQ level. So what turtle are you talking about, sir? What other turtle can be floating around in the universe, sir? Matter of fact, I'm going to prove to you, I'm not the only one. Here go Niji people right here. These are Niji people. Look, I type y'all in. Any melanated person that look like an Indian, y'all call Niji. Press 1. Look at this. Indigenous North America. This is not indigenous North America. That's a Hindu child. But y'all make up stuff. Y'all will make up stuff. That's not indigenous in North America. And no time in history could you find Afro-Americans wearing none of these garbs that y'all talking about. We talking about the writers of law. There's no law written by savages and people who are wanderers of the world from Siberia, North Asia, South, East, West of there. Y'all always trying to put yourself with some dark people to validate them. That's how you ended up in this situation. Where are you in the contracts? That's the thing about it. It's one thing about it. It's one thing. See, you just trying to say, oh, look at black people with Indian garbs on their head. That must have been us right there. Press 1. Y'all love to put yourself as somebody else other than what you really are and your responsibility right here as lawgivers. Press 1. That's what scripture say. Judah is what? He's my lawgiver. Press 1. He gonna apply that law. That's a wrap, G. What you talking about? Law do you think you talking about? Y'all are like caught in the metaphysical.
So we can easily determine that the N-word should not be used as a means to call upon each other in a positive sense, especially when it originated from a word that was used in a negative sense, deriving from the word niggard, that means an extremely stingy person. But then over the years, we somehow allowed it to be adopted still. Also, our people were historically called Indians, but not by each other during the earliest days of American colonization, only by foreigners from another continent that did not have our people's best interests whatsoever.
So the paintings called you East Indian and products of East Indian Company. The painters, everybody called it. You don't get an East Indian Company, bonded ships. You're Indian, East Indian Company, sold to ships, bonded Indians. You don't get that. You only an Indian because you were part of the East Indian Company. That's what made your ass an Indian.
He eventually allowed it to be adopted still. Now, you may recall me using the word Niji throughout many of my documentaries when referring to the indigenous people of America, along with their descendants. And here's why.
Go ahead, brother.
Niji is an ancient descriptive term that defines all Aboriginal people that have indigenous...
Now, hold on. Are you saying that those people with that headdress, those are African American riding that horse? Well, that's a real photograph. So why are you going to... No, wait a minute now. Why are you going to artificial illustration made by Spaniards in the 1700s when we got a real goddamn photograph of some real Indians? I guess his name is White Horse. Yeah.
Inhabited the landmass historically called Turtle Island, in which this term only refers to particular western areas of the supercontinent known as Gondwana.
Shame. Shame.
I've been
Shame.
staring at the edge of the water long as I could remember, never really knowing why. I can sing real loud, I can swing real low, I can smoke my weed, I can smoke this dope. If I sing too loud, sing too low, along with me. You niggas is watching Disney too goddamn much. Now, is this your map? Press 1. If this the map, wait a minute. All the work I'm doing, y'all over here dissing Kev, this y'all map?
Not like this. Not like this.
Cause this look like the map at Magic Mountain, how to get to the other ride. Remember? Press 1. Cuz got a map in the coloring book. But my kid drew this. What the fuck is this one? Well, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Cree, Algowangoon, press 1. Kabawa, press 1. Blackfoot, press 1. Chipaton, press 1. He got them all up there. Press 1. What's that one? One up there with the white, it's a cap of ice up there. That should say island. That should say island. They don't say Turtle Island, they just say island up there in the snow. Family, 424-209. This y'all mans? Come on, family. I got real work out here. I don't need no man. I'm gonna just make fun of this shit.
Which includes Canada, North, Central, and South America.
Sir, all of these are foreign people. Every person from that tribe of Indian ever are all federalized Indians. Press 1. Nigga just made up a whole map. Only on the internet. These niggas made up a whole map. Where? See, with this, you don't got no name. You ain't got... This is stupid, family. Now, this is stupid. Old English been the main language for about 600 years. Talk that shit. Talk that. They are full of shit. Okay? They full of it. And that's the whole problem. Look, Crow, legitimize this. Where the land at? Where, my nigga? Where? Who owned it? Where? Get out of town. This shit is embarrassing.
Along with the surrounding Pacific Islands. These land masses are commonly referred to as Turtle Island for many heavily spiritually inclined reasons.
Like what? What spiritual inclined Turtle Island? Like what? Like what? Y'all ain't proved what Turtle Island spiritual nothing at all. What?
The simplest reason is due to its shape depicted on various maps of West Gondwana, being as though all of the edges of the landmass visually forms the shape of a prehistoric turtle.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Botswana had satellites. Botswana had satellites because they seen things from the bird's eye view down.
But then
Somebody said it looked like a ran over turtle. It looked like that frog from that game Frogger. Remember? Why it's not a frog? Why it can't be Frog Eye? And who parted out the shell? Who said the shell looked like that? It didn't have those parts before you put the shell on that motherfucker. Press 1.
it goes a lot deeper than just some random illusion in a so-called...
They gonna draw the picture to fit the turtle. They goofy, bro. They goofy. I told you. They goofy. They just, it just shit is stupid.
myth. First being the turtles.
He tried to explain it. Let him explain. Let him explain it. Hold up.
Goes a lot deeper than just some random illusion in a so-called myth. First being the turtle's historic background, in which the legacy of the turtle stretches far beyond what the Gregorian calendar can detect. Terrestrial turtles have been alive literally before anything was ever written down, predating Western colonialism and Western civilization, and even the births of all foreign oral gospels. So, the turtle has been there, done that, lasting even beyond what...
There was no need to throw the gospels. When you already said before niggas even start writing. He just goes at the gospels. Everything is about the gospel. That's why I don't care. Press one, damn your feeling. Nigga ain't even have to throw the gospel. It had nothing to do with nothing. He just attack. Now let's look at the terrestrial turtle and why it's even Turtle Island. And this is shit that y'all won't need. Talking about dang Calloway spit facts. That's cause you a punk raised by women sitting in the living room watching the stories and you like dumb shit. Press one like this. I don't like it. That's why I clown it.
Called myth.
Listen.
First being the turtle's historic background, in which the legacy of the turtle stretches far beyond what the Gregorian calendar can detect. Terrestrial turtles have been alive literally before anything was ever written down, predating Western colonialism and Western civilization, and even the births of all foreign oral gospels.
So Bo Cat said it best in the back of the classroom. Hashtag 54, my nigga. He said, so their whole history is built on the back of a turtle. Press one. That's an adult.
Shame.
So their whole history is built on the back of a turtle. And y'all hilarious. Oh, Braveheart, where'd you go? Where'd you go, you horse riding truck driver, you? Press 1. Oh, my goodness. We all believe this stuff one time or another. Press 1.
So, the turtle has been there, done that, lasting even beyond what is known as the Jurassic era. They live on land and are ones with nature. And just those few things alone represent a mutual spiritual connection between the turtle and the indigenous people.
The turtle's smiling. They went out their way for this shit. The turtle smiling, y'all. This motherfucker smiling at you, bro. Winking. Yeah, nigga. Lord have mercy.
Parts of Turtle Island are viewed as being the shell of a great turtle. The shell of the turtle is structured by about 60 or more of its bones, and it cannot be easily penetrated by an invading predator. This also represents the ancestral spirits of indigenous people. We are warriors, and during the times of war, our ancestors did not take it easy.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
I'm fucking dead, G. So you telling me they got pictures? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, why me? Oh, this production company is hilarious. They Kev, get them. They just throw me out here, throw me in nice clothes, nice jewelry, and say, Kev, go teach the truth. They listen to you. They just tell them the truth. Press 1. So this is you, dressed up like this. Let's go.
On foreign invaders. For centuries and centuries, our ancestors revolted against invading enemies.
I can't do it. How you know? How you know? You don't even know. We don't even know what happened in 1900 for centuries and centuries.
And once the strongest chiefs of many of the largest families were lost at war, then, and only then, the shell was fractured.
Sir, how were they lost that war? What war? What war, sir? Oh, a Shriner's daydream.
But that is not a permanent misfortune, because a turtle can actually heal itself.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
Hold up, G. So are we the turtle? Are the turtle the concrete? Wait. Are we children of the turtle? Is the turtle referencing for our pain and struggle? Is it the landmass? Is it floating around the universe? The turtle don't became walking Wolverine. Press 1 from X-Men. Press 1, a dying turtle. He put out a picture. Y'all coming to my page talking about I'm tripping. Nigga, let me trip then. Let me trip.
From a fractured shell,
he can
recover from its injuries. And so can you. Moving along now, the term Niji was directly used as a positive means to refer to an ally or an associate.
Sir, that's not a nigga. That is a person brought from way the fuck over there somewhere. That's not an American Negro right there. That's fucked up. Press 1.
Numerous indigenous.
That's a person with war paint on and tar paint or some shit. What the fuck is wrong with y'all?
His families throughout the Americas and Canada. However, the term Niji should not be confused with the word friend.
Wait a minute. It means ally. You just confused me. Stupid. It means
to an ally or an associate. By numerous,
it means ally or associate.
Refer to an ally or an associate by numerous indigenous families throughout the Americas and Canada. However, the term Niji should not be confused with the word friend. You will hear the word friend being commonly used nowadays by every American. But have you ever thought about its initial usage or even its original definition before?
I don't know. The original definition where? In Niji definition? You didn't give us the Niji definition. We only can go to the 1829 dictionary because you don't have a language. I need you to go to your language and tell us this in Niji. You don't have a language. You don't have a dictionary. You don't have any explanation of the word. I bet you got to go.
Its recorded origin derives from the mid-1600s and used in one of the most popularized pidgin languages of that time period, English, which was later known as Old English. The word friend was originally defined as a Quaker or a member of the religious society of Friends. And also during this time period, the antonym of the word friend was fiend, which basically drops the letter R in the word friend, and it was defined as an enemy.
This is
nowadays the word fiend.
That's true. This is true.
Is used to describe a person that has an overwhelming substantial amount of interest in something, whether it's good or
what I told you. It dropped. Now you a drug. Now the drugs came into your community. This is true.
Bad. But originally, the Quakers referred to each other as friend and referred to any other groups of people as fiend.
But you see, those are Russians. The Quakers are. How do you got real pictures of Quakers? Press 1. But you're using illustrations. It always amazes me how y'all got real pictures, but when y'all make a statement about the 1600s, y'all go to paintings. You can't say this is the Quakers, the early Quakers of America with no goddamn real photograph. These are Russians. Press 1. You get what I'm saying? Don't let them play time travel with you with illustrations and photographs. You got to know when cinema is being used, why illustrations are being used. Don't let these people play with your brain.
Which describes their enemies, evil spirits, or the devil. So, since our ancestors were not Quakers at that time,
how you know? How you know what our ancestors was? Y'all don't do nothing but validate the federalized storyline of some weirdo shit.
Unknown caller.
You telling me we wore those type of clothes? How you know? How you know what the Quakers wore when the fake Quakers took over? They all act like they had perms in their hair and afros. So how they putting on wigs to emulate who? The Russians put on wigs to emulate afros when it's cold. The Quakers who took over start wearing perms and shit. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air.
Yes, sir. This is Brian King. This is my man because
Brian, go ahead, Brian.
Man, I got to tell you something. I ain't know this is gonna come out like this, but I gotta tell you the truth, man. So, when I first started watching you back in the music industry.
Wait, you break it up. Start over.
You're the one. I said back in 2019, when I first started watching you, I was actually living in Florida, coming out of the music industry.
Yeah. And
I remember your shows at that time. You were saying, we don't need no young men trying to be rappers or none. You really convinced me to get out of the game. And so
Brian King was actually my industry name, but my last name is actually Friend, Friend.
Wow.
So my real name is Brian Friend. And so when he speak on this, I that's my dad's name, and I know my family, they're all rooted from Mississippi, and they're from here. So, and then, you know, when I found out your middle name is Brian, and, you know, just doing research on my name, you know, Brian, you know, means high and noble, and Friend and Brian both goes back to Irish and Gaelic, you know, names and stuff like that. So, you know, I had a teacher in like third grade try to tell me that my...
You breaking up. Come back. Oh, my goodness. He broke up on us. Brian, you there? Hopefully he'll call back. Call back, Brian. You broke up. You went under a tunnel or something. But that let you know. Real shit. I like where he's going. Call back soon as you get some reception, Brian. Anytime you get some reception, even during the propaganda.
Nor were they members of the religious society of Friends. Then it's quite obvious who they were referring to.
The religious society of Friends.
When using the word fiend. And this is why the word friend and the term Niji.
So this is your rendition of a Negro with a turtle sitting up on his head?
Have no correlation.
This is what y'all got. This is what y'all got. This is what y'all got. From the map to the turtle. Y'all see the turtle? Y'all see the map? Oh, he's a piece of shit. Oh, he's they low down, G. They low down. This is what you got.
So now, let's take things a step
When was that picture taken?
further and cover the origins of the term Niji. This term derives from the indigenous Algonquin language, which was a language spoken in multiple different dialects or accents by various tribes or families throughout the Americas.
This person dressed in this black paint is clearly oh my goodness, y'all. Look what he's using. This is a person in black paint. Can I talk for a minute, y'all? This is black paint. This person is covered. This is what they've been doing the whole time. Painting themselves black and whitewashing the kings of Europe and Britain, the true kings in the royal families. They've been whitewashing themselves into history. They've been black masking themselves into history and whitewashing you out. You see? Now, then they say, I'm born and raised. You see how that go? We're going to blackface our way in and whitewash them out. And with art and illustration. You feel me? With art and illustration. Agents of confusion. This is simple. This is easy work.
And even parts of Canada over time.
This is easy work.
After the indigenous people of America were infiltrated by foreign influence that led to many deadly wars, mainly against our very own people due to their
This is not Afro-American. He's not Afro.
betrayals. The Algonquin
Matter of fact, this could be a whole wig on this person's head. But go ahead.
language became one of the few languages adopted by
It's not no Negro.
extended families that found themselves chiefless after the wars subsided.
These are all gypsy-like Asiatic folk. 1900s. World fairs, photographs. This is a real picture. Why y'all using fake Indian photos? Why y'all telling me what some Spaniards seen when they got real photos?
Niji was used to describe an ally in
Ain't not one of these people Afro-American. Not one of them. Not one of them. Not none of them. Stop it. Stop it. Stop, G. Stop. That's what I'm saying. See, we was clowning at first. Stop, G. Stop. Coffee and Kush TV. Brian King, you on the air. What up?
Yes, sir. So, you can hear me, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it's funny, when I broke out, I seen he played the video some more, and he started breaking down where friends supposedly come from with this fiend stuff. And that's just so ridiculous to me. My family not fiends. I'm not a fiend.
No. He's saying fiend came. They turned the friends into fiends and replaced the friends with white Quakers type of thing. But he don't want to. He don't want to say that. It's all about dethroning the nobleman of the king. Again, dethroning the rightful heirs to the beneficiary package. Go ahead.
Okay, yes, sir. So when I was doing research on Friend, it actually spoke about how the Friend family was actually friends of the kinsmen or relatives of the kinsmen at that time. So, I'm not saying my family were the family, part of the family, the founding fathers directly, but I would say that they were friends of them or relatives of those families. So it just goes back to what he was breaking down about how, all of our families come from here. And that's just where I was trying to get at. But my teacher in kindergarten tried to tell me basically that my name came from, my family name came from our slave masters. And that was the worst thing she could have told me in elementary school.
You out? My man. A bunch of rich German 49 near women that was trying to escape Nazis, Dutch, Ashkenazi, German Federalists came over through Ellis Eisen using my ancestor's name between 1864 1890. I couldn't believe it. There you have it. Eddie Murphy Jr. Shout out to you. That's right. That's right. That's exactly what happened. See, when you got numbers like that and you speak that way, I know you telling the truth. 1864 to 1890, it's a lot of stories like that. A lot of false identities, a lot of people.
Additionally used amongst indigenous men towards.
Meanwhile, he telling you was a dark Asiatic Indian Mexican. Press 1, an East Indian person.
Each other. And prior to this word being adopted by many, it was chiefly used by the Anishinaabe family.
The Anishinaabe family. This is why I tell y'all it's important. It's the Anishinaabe family. Okay.
As the shorter version of their Ojibwa or Algonquin-based word called Niji, which means my brother. And according to the Department of American Indian Studies of Minnesota, the word Niji is defined in English as my brother, my cousin, or my fellow man. And throughout the years of American colonization,
This is almost embarrassing. I know it sucks that y'all can be so, Kev just hating, but Kev presents the truth right in your face. Right in your face. All this clowning that I'm doing, the truth is in your face. That's the cold thing about it. My truth, it ain't just celebrated like Pulp Fiction, like some fake shit. Oh, the crowd just goes crazy. No, I'm gonna break you down. This is not you. He's selling you a lie. And the cold thing about it is you're not man enough to grow and say, wait a minute. Wait a minute. This is part of the Nazi regime here. I'll show you. They selling you captivity over and over, and you ain't doing nothing but federalizing international foreigners. What you think Dr. King and them was doing? They was settling for Native American rights. They beat you. They beat you because you're fighting for them, Confederate. You're fighting for international rights, Native American rights on your back. You the turtle. You want to be the turtle. You want to ride on your back. The whole world is lying on your back. And he wants you to believe in that module, that you's a turtle with the world on your back. Like Atlas. You know, got the world, like Tupac said, I'm getting colder from having the world on my shoulder. See, but he complacent ass nigga. He wants you to come up with a religion's construct that make the turtle and having the world on your shoulder the blessing. No, you get the fuck off me. It's time for you to live. God wants you to stand upright and understand law and how they federalize Puff Daddy their way on your back. Ain't no damn turtle. There's some leeches. That's some leech shit. You deserve a name and a reclassification back to who you are so you can get what's just due. You don't have to pretend to be them, to federalize them. You'll be fighting this war for another 1,000 years, your silly self, thinking that you can federalize. You not coming out of black, and you anything that you want to be, you're going to have to get 501(c)(3), federal something tax breaks for it. Use a $5 Indian for a check. You won't own nothing, especially a black Indian. You really ain't. They ain't even gonna let you in the door. They'll say, who you with? You gonna say, I got a membership from the federal government. They're gonna say, walk in with the federal government. Bye. Press 1. Them the real racists right there. They really racist. While you putting yourself, these are the real racists right here. Press 1. The real ones.
Nijis were fictitiously labeled as various misnomers and derogatory social constructs,
Ain't no way.
such as people of color, coloreds, negros, mulattoes, creoles, blacks, and now African American.
Now African Americans, but none of them names was you. Now where's Freeman? Where you at, free man? Where you at? Of Virginia company. Not Indian company. Oh, no, they taint. From your royal status in Virginia. Let's keep going.
All given to us by only foreign squatters migrating from other countries of the surrounding continents, only to keep us all separated. So, when you hear me use the word Niji, now you know that I am strictly referring to my extended family members throughout the Americas, or Turtle Island, with the utmost respect for who they truly are, and also what our ancestors fought and died for.
What is that? What is that? Now, I'm going to keep going because I think this is hilarious. You know, I look back at y'all belief system and I look back at these characters because I used to be like, damn, this is dope. We Indians and shit. Press 1. But then I didn't stop there. I had to go back. I'm going to do this with Caremio. I had to go back and see. Now look at this. He got Abraham Lincoln as a black man. Ain't that something? He got Abraham Lincoln as a black man. Now that got to be confusing because right below that he got Shannon Sharp as a damn Indian again. Press 1. But he got Abraham Lincoln as a black man. Now he got Abraham Lincoln as a black man. Caremio has George Washington and King George as a black man. And none of it is making sense. These are presidents and lawgivers. These are the orchestrators of the foundations of the nation. Not one of these are Indians. If George Washington was black, a Negro per se, Abraham Lincoln and all this, where's the Indian story come from? 17, 1800. Where did all this come from? You're going to have to choose one. Is the black man on the back of the $2 bill as a president or an Indian? This is what I'm asking you. You're going to have to make sense of it. Look, this is simply somebody using Dane's name. I don't care about using Dane's name. Everybody's names get used. The objective is the knowledge that's being spewed. Using Dane's name. I'm questioning his information pertaining to you, not you. Us being Indians classified as colored people and such forth with old names that don't make sense. When I'm telling you, you are of royal status, you're a sovereign, you're a freeman, and you are a part of the royal colonies, press 1, in the Americas. King George and King James and them been outlawed slavery 100 years before this nation even thought of saying, oh yeah, I think it's time we need to start. Press 1. So how did y'all break free from King George but still wind up being sold by the Americans? That's the real question. Somebody told you a lie and you went with it. What the hell how did King George get rid of slavery? Your ass is over here calling yourself American and end up in slavery. Who put you in slavery? King George. That was a royal from the Virginia Company and the colonies in Virginia. That's the 13 colonies. He put you in slavery? You gonna have to figure this thing out. When were you in slavery? When? The Brits been outlawed slavery and trafficking. Been outlawed it. Press 1. So when were you? Emojis ain't gonna cut it. When were you a slave? I know when you were enslaved, but it wasn't like you was just a slave. I know who did it to you. I know the federal government waged a war with immigrants against all of your governments and all of your towns across America. I know that. What I'm saying is you wasn't an Indian. And then now one of your birth certificates and birth records say that person died an Indian. The only Indians people who became Indian are the $5 Indian immigrants who came over and made themselves Aborigines of the land by way of paperwork. I F with you, but now I'm questioning if you do it for clout. I don't care about no clout. I'm cool anyway. Nigga, I don't look like you. I don't talk like you. Clout for what? For you? Nah. The people I talk to, like in the Democrat world, like all my niggas, it's just Kev, you know? It's just Kev, you know? Ain't got nothing to do with clout or nothing. I'm cool anyway. I'm an alternative. I'm cool anyway. So what clout for who? You? Nah, don't call it clout because I'm displaying my intelligence while smoking a blunt. And you can't do that. Press 1. I'm beating you niggas up with style alone, and you want to get that confused with clout. Man, I'm gonna smoke a blunt to your dumb ass. Press 1, because you can't compete mentally. You don't have original thought, so you want to try to say I do this for clout because you never heard this type of information. Or a nigga address one of y'all little favorite YouTubers like that's on y'all. You ain't got confidence in yourself to have an original thought process and teach people from a different perspective. That's on you. You can call it whatever you want to. Don't get mad at me because you can't understand past the mind control, punk. You can't think outside the box because you got trapped by one of these magicians, Shriners, one of Judge Joe Mathis' nephews or something, Ice Cube little cousin running around this bitch. Press 1. One of these little communist liars about anybody who lie about your history, fuck them anyway. So I don't care. I don't care about because this is my history. So of course I'm gonna get offended. You should be offended when a nigga bypass your whole royal. So you went from a savage to a royal to a slave from Africa. Press 1. Get out of town. Was you a royal or was you a damn Indian? Press 1. Was you a king and queen with last names, a title of nobility, or you a Indian? Press a savage with no clothes on, living in TP. You got to be a fool. The Negro, the black folk of our ancestors was in royal. They are royalty. They are sovereigns. Don't touch them. They are people of God. Those are lords and kings and queens and friends of them. Press 1. These people let us work here and be free. Don't tell me I don't know what I'm talking about. You don't know your history like I know your history. Just because you want to sit up and play Indian games, that's on you. You can't grow past being deceived. You're going to be stuck at that level. You're going to die ignorant. Press 1. Afraid to just open the box. Think about it. I haven't lied to you. He showed you every picture in the video. I didn't show no pictures. He did it. Press 1. He showed you every... Press 1. This nigga showed you every Indian, and the one, none of them you. And he showed you every Indian, and one, none of them. Not one of them was you. None of them. And they know it. So you getting taught by the Masons. You getting taught by the magicians. That's who's teaching you. You getting told you trying to fit in with the Marxists. You trying to get in with the communists. You want to be a Nazi. Press 1. You want to be a part of the game that's riding on the back of you. No, you cannot be. Press 1. You ain't all y'all. I call y'all black Nazis. Okay, y'all not fooling me. Y'all not fooling me. That's all.
Unknown caller.
A bunch of black white supremacists who don't know their history. Coffee and Kush TV. You on the air? What up?
Hey, how you doing, Kev? My name is Zed. I'm calling from New Jersey, and I really appreciate your breakdown and how you're attaching all the facts. But as an elder, I always like to go in to see if I made my mistakes. So I review work because the Bible instructs me to seek knowledge. That's what I do. So I seek it. I'm not going to confine my studies to one book. I'm going to see this book and I'm going to go to another book, and then I'm going to come to a conclusion on how I can protect my loved ones and my family. Are you hearing me clear? Am I coming through clear, brother?
Yes, sir.
Beloved,
yes, sir.
Do you hear me?
Yes, sir. I can hear you fine and clear, sir.
Okay, so not saying anything against any man. Let me just lay this down. But the Bible does tell me emphatically, Deuteronomy 19:14, thou shalt not change the name of land masses which I have left as your inheritance. So as a royal, you, me, everybody are royals in noble status. We come from wherever we came from as a royalty. You are absolutely correct. But the location, not a but let me just add this in. The original landmass name of Great Britain, England, they changed that name, and the Bible said don't change these names. They said don't change these names. This landmass here that DANE Calloway's research says where Niji and Turtle Island, they changed all the names to make it whatever it is today. They had no right doing that.
Sir.
I'm supposed to be dealing. Go ahead.
They changed the names of the people, sir. The names,
yes, they did.
The names of the land is named after the kings and queens.
Absolutely.
Founded the land and set the laws.
Absolutely.
Right. Their names were changed. Our names were blotted out the book of life and stolen and taken.
Absolutely.
Just go ahead.
So in digesting what you're sharing with me, because that's what we're doing. We're sharing because I want to learn. Because if I make mistakes, I got children that I got to correct.
So
I don't want the law bearing down on my children. I want them to walk in their royalty of who they are. Now, my mother's first name is Wynette. I did the research on her name. It means the Black Princess. My great aunt spoke to me and my son, and I thought she was talking gibberish. I said, Aunt Ollie, because I took care of her last 4 years before she passed away. That's what I do. I stick to my elders. Well, I said, Auntie, what language is that? What are you talking about? I never heard that before. I can't even repeat it. I was so shocked by it. She said, baby, that's Algonquin. She said, we ain't black.
Yeah, but well,
now I'm not going against what you're saying. I'm saying we're all royalty, brother.
Listen,
I'm saying we're all royalty.
No, all of you can't be royalty. How can you all be royalty? How?
No, but this is the point I'm making to you, brother.
How could you all be royalty when royalties are sovereign?
This is
royal status.
But this is the point I'm making,
sir. One second, sir. 1 second. When you say royal, you're talking Virginia, sir. You're talking King, James, George, all of this. What royal are you talking about? Okay? What royal? Talk to me.
Okay, the same royalty that accepted and allowed the 13 families to come here, the Iroquois Confederation.
Are you crazy?
If you look up resolution,
hold on, sir. Are you crazy? Are you crazy? You're backward. I'm gonna let this conversation go. Okay? It's clear. Like I said, y'all fought with the Confederacy. This Algonquin, this whole thing. I'm talking about the owners of the land and paperwork, and real paperwork, where this law of this land comes from and still is in operation today, sir. I'm not talking about a made up thing that is not at play, a dead law, sir. I'm not talking about dead law, sir. I'm not talking about the dead people. I'm talking about the sovereigns who are still running things, sir, whose law is still into play, sir. I'm talking to the same people who stole these people's benefits, not Algonquin, not none of these names you coming up with and how you're all royal. Who are you? You can be from goddamn Africa for all I know, sir. Go ahead.
Listen, as far as I know, people of color, as I am.
You keep going with this people RDC of color thing. Triangle. I'm not going with no more crayon box nations. Coffee and Kush TV on the air.
What's going on, bro?
Bless.
I was listening to the gentleman talking. I wanted to tap in because I heard y'all talking about royalty.
No, please, just stick to the subject. Please don't follow up with this.
Well, I mean, it's still on the same subject because you are arguing the definition of royalty.
I'm not arguing the definition of no royalty. I'm not arguing the how you call me and tell me what the fuck I'm arguing. I'm not arguing no definition of no royalty. Only royals over here that came over here was the James and the King George and George Washington. This is where America started, sir.
Let me ask you this as a student of what you're saying right now. Then.
Okay, so that's King George and the territories of the royals, sir, which is the Holy See.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You're using like the definition or the white man's term for royalty. What does royalty mean to us as a people in our hearts?
I said sovereign, sir. I said sovereign, sir. Sir,
but when we
shut the fuck up. I don't even come over here trying to teach. You don't get no. I didn't say that, liar. We gonna keep going. I didn't say that. I said sovereign. You were damn about no royal. You want to be free. You want to be separate from these immigrants who's trying to attach themselves onto you. Royalty. They just took royalty with a crown. I'm talking about sovereign. Press 1. Are you crazy? This nation is sovereign from all the other religious laws and things and shit out there. It's a sovereign nation. Y'all just don't want to admit it's still operating under sovereign law. You just don't know. That's all. Not because you believe in Mickey Mouse. That's why. We are all royal in our oneness. Another made up lie by Mars Network. You are not royal. How you a royal and you in the most detrimented state in your mind? You are supposed to be free, a free sovereign. That's what you, an emancipated man. You trying to be more than you are. You want more, and only foreigners want more than they just do. (424-209-9506).
Unknown call.
I'm arguing sovereignty. What's your name? Fanawi. Sovereignty. King George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, American freedom, etc., etc. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air? What up?
So, without us being royal, with as far as you and Dane, opposing position, which is what we're trying to understand, who are watching. If this isn't our language, and all of these are just titles, but the narrative that Dane is speaking about superseded the language, then we're trying to understand where you guys are even at odds. Because if all we talk about is the title that was put on paper.
Say that again. You said is what?
So if these titles are things that were put on paper, but this is not our original language, which is how we got tricked in the beginning. This English Webster / Black Law, right, which is where it hits niggas, because it's a two-sided language. So you got what we use every day, and then you got what happens when we enter into contracts.
Sir, you saying this isn't our language?
This is not our native language. This is something we definitely need to understand.
So what is our native language, sir?
Our native language is moral.
Is what?
Now this is where we need to ask this question. I don't believe we even have the language.
One second. Our language is what?
I don't think we needed a language,
sir. That's because
think about people like Jay-Z.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm gonna let you talk. We're gonna start over, sir. I'm Kev Gillz. You are. Let's start over.
I'm Ron.
Okay.
I'm Ron Floater.
Ron. Okay. So let's start from the first part. You said you don't see where me and Dan Calloway is at odds because he's talking about a predated language.
He's talking about a narrative that if you follow it, it predates the language that we're using right now.
How is that?
So trying to understand
how is wait a minute. How is understanding the language that's not even on paper? Where's the law in that language? How did we have established law here in America with no language?
They did it through religion,
and no writing.
Which was in our heart.
You said what?
They did it through religion. They got us through religion.
Wait, no. What? Forget them.
Yeah.
They didn't get us through no religion. But forget them. What? How did we establish law then? How did your forefathers establish law?
Well, as of today, and Trayvon Martin getting shot in the face, we still haven't. That's the problem. But they did through language.
Sir, sir, I don't think you belong at this university.
Hear what I just said. It just cuts in perception.
Huh?
You can understand what I just said. This is how you know when the truth is near, because it's something universal. You and Dane are not arguing. And y'all don't have a different narrative. You're just picking up a different time period.
Huh? Sir, those are not black people. Those are not Afro-Americans he shares in those videos, sir.
Black is the title, but those
are not, bro, that's not our people.
Nobody was black
that's in
anyway.
Those pictures, sir. You can't overtalk me, sir. Not one of those pictures he showed dealt with us. They even showed people in blackface and artwork of East Asians and Pacific Islanders wearing black paint, and he tried to pass that off as us. That wasn't me. That's him.
But when I see what Dane is posting, I can connect in my mind outside of language that those pictures in my grandma's attic go with that narrative.
Sir, Sir, stop, okay? So it goes with that narrative. Fine. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And
okay.
yours isn't again.
So you got pictures of your grandma in a teepee and living as an Indian?
I remember pictures of my grandma and my grandma telling us that we.
Your pictures, since those are your pictures, it reminded you of the attic.
In my grandma's house in the country, in the back closet, is a picture of her mother, who is this term that we're calling Indian. But to me, it's just like it's our culture that we just putting a title on. But we used to be all about family. We used to recognize the mother, and I believe we used to dance around the fire and talk to our ancestors.
Right now, sir, you can't just keep talking. Like, make some sense, sir. I don't even know where you at anymore, because you're just going on until now you're into spiritualism.
Just like we're trying to understand with Dane, where's my error and thought? Correct me, brother.
Say it again.
I said, just like I'm trying to understand what you're doing with Dane, where is my error and thought? Correct me,
I don't know where you are. I'm talking about Dane Calloway placing us in time immemorial, trying to make us people we're not, to validate their stance here in America.
The way to get out of time in the memorial is to understand long periods of time.
Sure.
With our own mind.
What you say?
The way to get out of, you're using language again. The way to get out of time immemorial is for us as a community to agree on one long timeline.
Who is
us? Us being Native Americans can cover 1,000-year timeline.
What it is
agree on
in the
it.
first
Stop
place,
arguing
sir.
with, bro.
Hold up, loser. Press 1. I'm the one who brought time immemorial to the surface, so we can discuss what all this made up, organized fantasy lifestyle is about. I brought it up. Press 1. So who is this we? We talking maritime and riparian rights. Let's bring up back into law. See, that takes language and law, which you don't understand because you don't believe in language and things of writing material. Press 1. So I'll let you have the last word. Go ahead, sir.
Thing about languages, right? And I peeped this with Jay-Z.
This is not a story about language, sir. This is about us being Indians or sovereigns, royal of what they call it, the royal colonies, the freemen of Virginia. Press 1. That's what I'm talking about. Common law, the blessing. Common law, sir. That's what I'm talking about here. Okay?
All day is what I'm saying.
Sir, I'm talking about common law, sir. I'm a city boy talking about common law, my nigga. Sir, you better say something. I know you're not in the country somewhere and you don't know nothing about what I'm talking about. I done came out of South Central LA from the gutter, from Figueroa, nigga, and you don't know nothing? So tell me something,
I'm
sir.
just trying to say, all right, this is what I peeped. And this is what I peeped.
Tell me something about common law, bro, because it seems like you just want to talk. I'm talking about us not who we are. I don't know what you're talking about. You got 30 seconds.
Peeped about common law, sitting in a cell when they were charging me with some shit that I didn't do.
Say what?
There's this thing that we're calling Moors, right?
Say that again. Say that again about sitting in the cell.
I'm gonna tell you something that I peeped about law when I was sitting in the cell contemplating it. Like a lot of us go through with this system on our neck.
All right.
So I was thinking about this term moral.
Okay. Moral.
Right? Or sovereign, which is really a state of life where you don't got to worry about this bullshit.
Don't tell us what it is, because we in school. We know what it is. We checking you at the door. Okay. So don't try to tell us what it is.
Okay, I got you.
Okay.
So when we all have morals, it's right there in the trick of this language. Then we all become Moors. This language, this law that's on top of us, is because of our moral state.
Sir, Moor means seafarer, sir.
Moor means a bunch of things.
Sir, Moor means seafarer, sir.
Moor
is a Sepharic Jew, sir.
Moor can mean greed if I'm saying I want more.
Sir, a Moor is a vassal of the Pope, sir, of the Holy See.
Depends on what.
Sir, it ain't no depends on nothing, sir. A Moor is an operative, a vassal of the Russians, the Pope. Nigga,
Moor is also.
Sir, get out of here, bro. Bro, stop lying to me. That's what I hate about liar. Press 1. Coffee and Kush TV, you're on the air.
How you doing, Kev? This is Joe Green calling from Philadelphia, PA.
What's up, Joe Green? Kev Row at night, man. Urban conservative, doing history lessons at night.
I hear you, brother. I was listening to all the conversation going on, and I'm learning a lot. I can relate to everything that's being said. We've all been lied to. We've all had covers and from the 1600s that were given to us and all that. Now, we know in the scriptures it says we were stripped of our identity. We were stripped of our names. We were stripped of everything.
Yes, sir.
So to be stripped of something allows the enemy to try and categorize us. So, they call themselves, a lot of them, my family itself, my grandmother, she calls herself Cherokee. We own 700 acres in Atlanta. Green family, Green Street, Green schools. We have all that name. Now, I'm blacker than the street. And what got me confused when I was young, because, you raised in the neighborhood and people like nigga this, nigga that. My grandma called us in and said, y'all ain't no niggas. And we looked at her like we thought she was crazy up until we got the paperwork. Now, what I mean by that is we are who we are. We are by blood, by merit, by, birthright. But we have to stop labeling ourselves and call ourselves what we are. Children, sons, and daughters of the Most High.
That's cool.
Thank you.
I'm saying from a legal perspective in law, you can call yourself a child of the Most High, whatever you want to.
Yes.
I'm speaking in the physical, not the metaphysical.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm
in the
speaking
physical,
from the physical.
In the physical, I don't even have to argue my point because we have.
1 second, sir.
But in the spiritual,
and forget the spiritual. Forget the spiritual. I'm taking the spiritual and manifest right there, nigga, on the paperwork. That's what I'm talking about. There's no children of the Most High nation on the paperwork. Okay, you need to be reclassified. Stand upright. You ain't going to get there metaphysically. You're not going to get there. Bouncing your head around the church. You have to take action as a sovereign, emancipated man, heirs of freedom. That's what you got to do. You have to stand up and fight for your right by law. It's required of you by God and by law. You have to stand up. Now, I'll give you the last word.
To have my grandmother, I was just blessed to have my grandmother.
Right, brother. You just want to be drunk. See? I'm gonna let a fool be a fool. Keep talking, G. Let a fool be a fool, G. I'm talking on another level. They drunk, playing. I'm fighting real war with real truth. Battling these niggas. You feel me? Battling. Press 1. Ain't nothing they can do about it. Nothing. As we get closer and closer to the truth, ain't nothing left. Ain't nothing left but the truth. Ain't gonna be nothing left when I'm finished. I'll be the last motherfucker breathing around this motherfucker. Guaranteed. These niggas can't handle the truth. They scared. Coffee and Kush TV, you on the air. What up?
Hi, Kev. This is Chris. I love this show. I'm watching it. And,
I can't understand you. I can't hear you. Your Obama phone tripping out.
Can you hear me now?
Go ahead.
Okay. I'm watching your show. And as usual, these are one of my favorite shows. But listen, I want to ask you a question. Do you think that a lot of us, not me anymore, but a lot of us are confused because back in the 1800s, as far as we can trace back, our ancestors were placed on reservations of the Indians. And I have paperwork, and I told you this before.
Say it again.
That our people were placed on reservations when Henry Dawes came along and divided up
you
the
was placed
land.
on reservations by the American Red Cross. By the American Red Cross.
Yeah,
absolutely right. Go ahead. That's the only time you've been in a teepee. Go ahead.
Absolutely,
All right,
absolutely.
All right then. Go ahead.
I'm fixing to give you a little jewel that I think is a jewel that I researched. And listen, I went back to the 1800s. None of my people were
That's not a long time ago. That's a few grandmas ago.
No, it's not. No, it's not. No, it's not. In fact, it's my great grandmother's. I'm 72.
Okay.
Okay, in December.
All right. Now,
but listen, I have
72
paperwork
years, Queen.
Thank you, Kev. Thank you so much. But listen, I'm not going to keep you long, but I just want to share this. A lot of us are confused because they have instilled in us that we were slaves. I didn't find no slaves. I found freedmen.
Yes.
In my history. Okay, freedmen, they were actually the originals, but by the time they had invaded everything, they took our heritage and gave it away, and then they put us under a different listing on the Dawes Roll.
On the Dawes Roll, they put you on the Blacks Dawes Roll, Queen.
Yes.
And everybody else went on American Indian, and that's what the switch happened.
Yes, they made us Indians. They made us Indians that didn't have no paperwork to prove our bloodline. That we didn't need to prove that we were Indians. We didn't need to prove that because we own the land. I got paperwork here.
Why you think they was wearing tar on their skin in the photos trying to present themselves as black?
To be us.
That's right, Queen.
And they took everything away, and they made us believe, like you say, time immemorial. After you tell a lie for so long, and you don't have no remembrance, you begin to believe the lie.
That's right.
Now listen.
So you did the research on time immemorial to even know about that, to come to that conclusion, Queen. That's right.
But listen, I listen and I hear a lot of things, Kevin, I research. But listen, you are right. We are not those people.
That's right.
We are whole different people. Now, where we are, I don't know. But I know we are different, and there's something unique and special about these people that were here originally, which includes my ancestors and probably yours.
Yes, and as far as you can go back, they were freedmen. At the very
they were freedmen, and they were never African.
That's right.
They were never coming across on a boat. And listen, this is the most important point. Stop believing that everybody was a slave. Look at Tulsa. How did you come out of slavery to become a businessman?
That's right.
And you can't even get along today.
That's right.
You can't even get along from the white man today. A black man for business can't even get help from the government.
That's right.
But our people were running their own banks, running everything
That's
for
right,
themselves.
Killer Mike. We had black banks, Killer Mike, to get loans from. And we had our own.
We were
guess what it was backed by? It was backed by real gold. See, our banks was backed by gold, and they banks was backed by fiat currency, which is foreign nothingness, and backed by workers who made their money work. When our money was backed by gold, that's why they made us turn our gold in. Our forefathers turned it in.
Absolutely. My dad endured the Depression water.
G. Go ahead.
No. And you're right, because I think a lot of us are confused. I was too at one point to think that we came on a boat, we were slaves, and we worked our way out of slavery, and they let us go, and then we became free. No, we were free first, and then they did things like put us on reservations on our own land, not on the Indians' land. They gave us 160 acres of our own land back and divided it up between the families. Like if you had 5 kids, each one got paperwork.
You remember that?
This is not something that I've heard.
Now you being of that age, I can at this age remember those languages when I was a young man listening to how things were split up. Don't know what happened because that died out, but you just opening the door.
It's true. Because I had the allotment paperwork. I had the allotment of the land. I was divided up. I had the land plat. They're called land plat. Okay? And so my people were not slaves. I don't know who was a slave, but I found that my people were not slaves. They were not enslaved. They were stripped of their heritage.
That's right.
And many freedmen and the Indians that invaded came from Europe, came over here and took what we already owned. And then they divided it back up amongst us. So that's how, to me, and I think we are confused, and I feel really scared.
That's all right. That's why I'm here to unconfuse them. That's why we're here to unconfuse their brain. See, they didn't know that a sister of your age, of your knowledge, could back this up with you. They think I'm up here freestyling for nothing.
No, Kev, you're not. You're not. You're so intelligent, and I always tell you that. You're very intelligent, and you really have to. Only problem is some are not ready for the food. You have to give them a little baby food, and
we eat meat over here. We're
eating meat. We're eating meat.
Cobbler after this.
But
I'm gonna put some more in there.
Yeah, but I know, I'm already for it, but some of them are not ready for the meat.
You better run.
And they got to get ready for the meat, because the lies that have been told that we were enslaved, we were poor, raggedy, and come from Africa, and we didn't have nothing, and they whipped and beat us all the time. That is not true. We were not all slaves. I don't know who was a slave. I can't say. But I do know that my people had their own land, had their own property, and then they lived. My grandmother and my mother was born on an Indian reservation. Why? Because the Indians felt like integrating with some of the blacks, and they allowed them to integrate on their land.
That's right.
So that's. Yeah, but I don't believe that we were born.
So the $5 Indian
only the reservation.
With the real one.
No, and we didn't own the reservation. We were just partaking. We were partaking.
You didn't live there. That was only for hospitality because of what was going on at the time. You talking massive floods.
Absolutely.
You had things happening at that time that caused the world to stop. You know, so us, our forefathers ended up in internment camps. The sons being moved to miners, workers, and being sent out to prison work units for the rest of their life.
And the Red Cross could have.
So the sheriff was selling them to little mine yards and shit like that. They put you in bondage. Right. They came out the mine, put your clothes on. You went in that motherfucker, right into the.
And then we were them, and they were us. Yeah, it's true. You're right, Kev. A lot of us are just confused, and we have to come out of the mindset of what we've been told and study and go back in the time of that day, because you cannot become. Listen, okay, I'm gonna give some logic.
Come on.
How in the world could our forefathers, our parents and grandparents and how could they have been business people in the midst of the slavery?
It wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't happen.
How could they? Now, slavery was in the 1600s, 1700s, or whatever. It finished in 1800s.
All the way up until Lincoln.
It finished.
That's what.
Yeah, and it finished in the 1800s, but supposedly. But what I'm saying, though, is how could they have been enslaved and come out, and someone would grant them enough wherewithal to become bankers?
Right.
And to become business people.
How they go from slaves to bankers with resources and buy finance they money with gold and
they own stuff.
That's right.
They own stuff, and would the government allow them to have been slaves and then instantly become owners and property businessmen and so forth? So it's kind of
every damn thing and invent everything. Too.
Everything, heart surgery, treatment. And you said something else too about I'm saying you're gonna come back with it. Remember when you said there was a reset? They flooded us and burned us and did everything possible to the black man.
Chicago and San Francisco fire and things of that nature. Go ahead.
Well, they had buildings and stuff like the World's Fair, like you were talking about the World's Fair, that were so unique that you couldn't even, it would be hard to even
remake it.
To remake them today because they were so intricate.
It was a whole Venetian.
It was a whole kingdom.
There was a whole kingdom here. They destroyed it. And after the overthrow of you, they destroyed everything.
Yes.
They tore it down. They took pictures, and made it seem like that it was a world fair, like it was all just a carnival. When in fact, it was a whole real Disneyland, a whole nigger land, a whole kingdom.
Absolutely.
And you fell.
Did you even see some of the pictures where we were on the street?
I know. I showed some video of a destroyed city with one black woman sitting up there looking. And one black woman. One Negro sister, ain't your mama sitting up. I can't believe this.
Don't make me laugh. Don't make me laugh.
This now. You know? And it's sad.
Yes,
but we got to shed light on it and present this.
Absolutely. And you do a great job of it, Kev. You do a great job of it. I always told you that. You keep going because even if some don't catch it this time, maybe next time, because it took me a long time to catch it. I'm going to be honest. Because I'm old. And so I couldn't grasp. And still there's some things that I still can't put my finger on. But when you go back and see the paperwork for yourself, I have testimony of my great-grandmother on paper. Mm-hmm. On paper, where they gave her own land back and divided it up because of Henry Dawes, making them all freedmen. They didn't own anything anymore. And so, and I could be wrong with that one, Kev. Does that sound normal?
What?
Sound like what they did? Henry Dawes, when he came along, he gave them back the land that they already owned and parceled it off to them. They already had this land. But when Henry Dawes came on board, did he parcel it back to them?
Yes. Well, that's what I mean, how else would you had in the beginning of Malcolm X, he said that too. They broke up the families and they parceled out the families. They parceled out the people. It's in the beginning of Malcolm X. We were parceled out.
Yes.
That's when you
I heard the paperwork.
That's when you became the property. To even be that to even happen, for you to be bought and sold and shipped off. And it's in the beginning of the movie Malcolm X. Spike Lee put it in there.
That's right. He said that they landed on us and with wherever we had at that time. But what I'm saying to you is that land that they parceled for the 160, I have paperwork on all my relatives where they got 160
They made
acres.
our people life. It was something called like life beneficiaries, not owners of the land, just renting. And it can be.
Yeah, you couldn't sell it.
Yeah, you couldn't sell it because, to be truthful, they stole it right from up under your nose. And the only thing you can do is
stole it back.
Yeah, they stole it and then sold it or gave it back.
And you couldn't sell it for yourself. You had to either give it back to the people or whatever. However they gave it to you.
The best thing is to do is keep it within that family and keep that within. It's still a lot of families like that. But
yes,
that's a blessing in itself. Luckily, that's what but I use all that as knowledge as a whole to get a grand perspective,
a full picture.
Yeah,
yes, a full picture, and you're doing a good job. And listen, some of us just don't have the history to show what was done on paper, because when you see it on paper, it's a whole different show.
That's right. It's a paper genocide, though. The war was done on paper. So if it's a paper genocide, if we were put on the Black Dolls rolls and all of these things, those are our names.
They're on there.
These are those are our names. Not Indian names on there. Those are not Russian
No, they're
names.
not.
Or Yugoslavian
No, they're
names.
not.
They're our names that were stolen.
They're our names.
Right.
That is so true. I want to say one other thing before you go, and this is it. I wanted to let people know that I have decided I applied to the nation about maybe a year ago. Yeah. And they rejected me, of course. But it was a blessing. Let me tell you why that was a blessing. Well, they weren't going to accept me anyway. I'm black. The Indians don't want us. You know what I'm talking about. And I had all my paperwork in order. My grandmother's death certificate, she didn't have a birth certificate. My great-grandmother, that is. And so she didn't have a birth certificate, but I sent everything they asked me for except her birth certificate. But they rejected me. And then let me tell you, that was a blessing because you don't want to be part of that nation.
No.
And because, no. Isn't that correct? You don't want to be part of that nation.
That's right.
You want to be separated
you want to be
from those people.
That's right.
So that you can get what's rightfully
That's right.
yours.
That's right.
And not just a handout.
That's why I don't take, the PPP loan.
Absolutely.
That's why I didn't buy
because there's
That's why.
You're cheating yourself.
That's right. And now,
from what is really rightfully yours.
$100,000 up front and be happy, but I cheated myself. I just enslaved myself. I just threw myself into a debt pot.
Under the bus. You threw yourself under the bus.
Threw myself. And
okay, Kev, I'm not going to keep you.
Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you for the call.
Yeah, I want other people. You're welcome, and I want other people to get in. So take care, and I'm always thinking of you, Kev, and I'm always listening.
Thank you so much.
Okay, even in the bushes, sometimes I'm out there just picking up the cotton in the mail. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, Queen. Thank you so much. I love that. It's about that. That's what it's about right there. I know a lot of people don't expect a brother like me to know this and kind of surprised, but hey, that's on you. You shouldn't have had such low thoughts about black men who ain't ever graduated actually know it all. Brother, like, hey, I got questions. You can say Arabs was here, but there is no Al-Abib in the paperwork. Okay, do you know why? Because in the early years, when it really kicked off, when the legal matters of this, there is no Al-Hib Shahib that can own nothing here. None of these people properties and trusts can be alienated. It's all illegal, and you may be a foreigner. And when it is legal, a lot of y'all blacks don't want it to be legal because y'all be known got your name stripped. If they get their names back and reclassified, guess who got to give their names up and give it back to them? You do. Press 1, and guess where you got to go? Home. Or you better go to Ellis Island and re-immigrate immigration status because everything gets stripped. We're foreigners in our own land, and we've been living under the guise of deadness, black in law, for 100 and 200 years now. And us coming out is a threat to you having my shit. So what? I don't care. Press 1. I don't care about your feelings. I only care about Afro-Americans being reclassified and getting what's just due to them. First, their sovereignty and freedom, and then what it is applied to that. Everything else is just make-believe, Alice in Wonderland, Wizard of Oz type of shit. Press 1. The Truman Show. Ain't nothing better than law, supreme law, especially when you living right and you fight hard to be a good person and do things right. Let you bitch niggas beat me puff. Let's be honest, you a punk or you see me with gloves. Press 1. You niggas is weak. Y'all ain't trying to figure out how the Negro heads is on the Red Cross flag. Press 1. You don't know how the nigga heads got up there. Press 1. You don't know why. Because you're too infused with rap music. You don't care about your history. You don't care about nothing but calling Kev a clout chaser for DANE CALLOWAY. Right? Right? Because, you know, DANE CALLOWAY is really trying to find out what happened to Emmett Till's father, right? He's really been looking for Emmett Till's father, who was a hellfighter who had his whole lineage stripped. Press 1, he's really looking for that's why. Press 1, Emmett Till's father, who was hanged in Italy. Press 1, Nazis. Press 1, your firstborn sons. You see that tie that's on them? DANE CALLOWAY ain't looking for that tie in the catacombs of the Pope. All you Shriners out there would never question the Pope because you are operatives of the Pope. But guess what? Super Kev found the tie. Press 1, and his ass is in the goddamn catacomb. They're going to tie it right there. And his army uniforms right there. Press 1. Fucker. Press 1. You can't do this. You signed up not to do it. I'm the truth. Press 1. I'm the truth, nigga. Press 1. I'm going tied the depths of hell to find our forefathers and the ones who was put and sacrificed in the furnace, nigga. Y'all niggas sitting back in fucking Wonderland stories while I'm out here knocking niggas out, nigga, tearing down kingdoms, fold them grave. Press 1. Scared, nigga. Y'all scared of this type of knowledge and wisdom. Press 1. You can't even question the Pope. Now I can. I have no oath or sovereign nothing to know. I'm a sovereign free American. Press 1. And we don't bow and kiss rings of Peter or none of that. Press 1. Peter is Satan. Why would I believe in that? They sacrificed our firstborn sons. Press 1. Why would I believe in that? Y'all don't know who the Hellfighters is? You don't know who that is? They had guns. Or y'all Indians. Press 1. Y'all Indians. Press 1. Y'all like dang. All right then. Press 1. I say them little Indian heads is nothing more than army battalion banners. Press 1. That's what a chief is. Press 1. That's what an Indian head was. That's it. Quit playing with me. I show improve real fast and knock you niggas out clean. Look. You talking about you looking for your forefathers at the bottom of the ocean. That's where they at. Press 1. They're in the Vatican. Hung up on the wall on display. Of royal. Press 1. Haters. Y'all scared to talk. You can't speak. Press. You seen that sister call my show? Press 1. Seen that sister call my? That's what I do it for. 72, 73 years of age. Said, damn, on YouTube, there's a smart young man. Woo-wee. Press 1. I agree with you. Press 1. Freeman. That's what it is. Freedman. That's what it is. I keep telling you, George Washington set y'all free. King George outlawed slavery and trade. Everything Trump did with these niggas and fucked their game up. That's why they mad. Can't make no money. Can't do nothing. And slavery and outlaw and pimping, all that shit is trafficking and slavery. Sign that shit into law. Press 1. George Washington shit. Supreme Court shit. Press 1. Boo-hoo that. Press 1. Keep crying, communist. Keep crying. No to Planned Parenthood. No. Press 1. YouTube that, nigga. Press 1. No. Ain't funding shit else. Supreme Court don't authorize nothing. By law, it is so. Shut up. Pow. That's what law is. We don't care about no feminists, no LGBTQ, or no punk ass male pushing a P, or no thugs and criminals. None of that shit, nigga. That motherfucker, no. Bam. No, like a true father. No, punk. Take your ass, go to work, go do something. Don't just watch Kev Gillz get up here. If you want to contribute to the show and contribute to something positive, I can be doing something else. Go right to the Cash App. My cash tag is Gillz Gang, Kev Row, or nothing. Hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. I already did one show earlier about something totally different. You see that? Most niggas can't even get up here for 10, 15 minutes and show their face. Came up here and double back on them with more true. Kev Row University. 424 loser 2099506 Indian. Press 1. Indian. Where's Karemio? The first Jewish, Russian born, Ukrainian. Press 1. We as Costa Rican ass nigga. Press 1. That's what I'm saying. Y'all as trolls, y'all work harder than, y'all fight harder than they fight. What's one? All my team got to do is, Kev, they said this about you over here. I'm on them. Move. Press 1. That's why they come get me. And they don't got to fight my battles and be all up over there. The only thing they say is, wait till I tell Kev. Press 1. I'll do it. Press 1. It just shows the cowardness. You can't fight virtually. You can't fight knowledge and wisdom. You really starstruck and the cat got your tongue. Press 1. You can't speak because I already beat you in the first 10 minutes of this. How long we been on the air? 2 hours and 23. I beat these niggas the first 20 minutes. I beat them with their own words. Press 1. With their own word. There is no debate. I'll just say, go ahead and talk. Go ahead. Press 1. So we need you people on the turtle. Press 1. Ain't no law in that. Ain't no language in that. Ain't no Christ in that. Ain't no sovereignty in that. Ain't nothing. Only thing we know is, oh, friend. Not ally, but friend. Press 1. Fake ass Indian. Press 1. Say something. I'm ready for you, clown. Been ready for y'all all day. Putting that work in. Press 1. Think they scared of me. That's why I'm finna roll this blunt. Press 1. And we finna go to commercial break. Press 1. And before I go to commercial break, I want to show y'all some important information. Now, y'all know when I go to commercial break, I always leave something for my students. Press 1 to learn something. Since we talking about Indians and they don't know the language that they talk, press 1. They was over here talking about awa, and wah. Press 1. And Alakwan. Press 1. They stupid as hell. Because guess who got their language? I do. They can't even speak Alakwakan. Press 1. They can't even talk. Press 1. Guess who got their language though? Kev Row. Say I don't. Go to the footage. Press 1. We going to the footage. Press 1. Guess what we got? They didn't talk in language. Remember he said they didn't speak. You damn right y'all didn't speak. This is why y'all don't believe in language. Because Kev Gillz got your language right here. Press 1. Say this nigga Kev got their whole language, got their whole Indian tribe lined up like a motherfucker. You think I come to fights? Nigga, I set this shit off. I wish I had that song Booty. Set it off. Press 1. Set it off in this bitch. I come with facts. While y'all over there snoring and shit, Kev Row laid up, put that work in. When I get finished, it ain't no argument. Ain't no debate. Ain't no debate. This is what they want, y'all. This is what they want. So let's go to the sign language here. Let's go back to how Niji people talk and Sioux and different Indians. Okay, you guys? You ready? Go.
My friends, I'm glad to see you all here today. I've watched you from every direction to sit in this council. I have come myself from very far in the east. The young men are not learning your sign language, and soon it will disappear from this country. It is for us to make a record of it for those who come after us, before it becomes lost forever. Washington, you talk to me with your hands. I arrived last night from far away over there. My father, Washington, is the great chief of all the Shoshone. I am a Shoshone. I am here to tell you all I know. I will not tell you anything that is not true.
Good day. Yes.
Are these African Americans, family? No. These are not African Americans. No. Is any of them Afro-American, Negro descent? Are those the Pacific Island? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this one, guy. This shit is hilarious because I'm tired of the lie. Press 1. I'm just tired of sitting back lying with y'all. I'm not going to be defending no lie. I'm cool. Press 1. No. That ain't got nothing to do with you, brother. I don't care what Dane Calloway said. Press 1. This ain't us. Press 1. Let's go back to the video.
Yeah, that's it. I am a pagan.
He said, I am a pagan. A pagan. I'm a pagan. I do backflip. Come around. I came from all over. Now all we doing smoking and eating right here. We used to fight each other all over this country. This what they telling the white man. Now I want to ask the white man how he know their language. If they all different people with different language, how all of them know the same shit to the white man. And who taught him sign language? Who taught him sign language?
We meet each other here with white men. All brothers. We eat and smoke here together.
We all eat and smoke here together. This is Beirut Jim. He from the tribe Flat Man. Hey, hold on. He got a horse on here, so he must be from the continent of the horse, where the people think the continent is shaped like a horse, according to Dan Calloway, who lives on the opposite continent on the turtle. So the turtle and the horse is traveling throughout in the universe. Press 1. He got a whole bag with a horse on it, sewn in, bro. Look how the other dude is looking at him. Press 1. He don't even believe him. Press 1. Hey, what the fuck is you doing? You finna give us away. We trying to sell this to black people, and you about to make us. Look how he looking at him. They been waiting on him to go. Look, it's your turn. What's he saying? What he say?
They brought me here from the Flathead country.
They brought me here from the Flathead country. That must be Asia. Press 1 where all the Chinese people hang out. They the only people with flat heads. Press 1. I know, y'all. I know. You said they brought me from Asia. That's the only place I know where people walk around with that type of head. Press 1. So to me, he's telling me he came from the Flathead Earth place where flatheads come. They brought me here from Flathead country. Press 1. I don't know what that means. Yeah. Then Calloway map didn't say nothing about Flathead. Press 1.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
He said nothing about the damn Flathead, nothing on that damn map. Press 1, I was looking. There ain't no Flathead in that.
I have a Rocky Mountain. I have never seen these people here before.
I ain't never seen these people here before. Press 1.
You cannot understand their language.
And cannot understand their...
Not like this.
Take it out.
Not like this.
Take it out. Gotta get this check. Said I'm tired of this shit. I don't know none of these people. They brought me here from the Flathead country right over there. Press 1. And to tell you the truth, I cannot understand nothing they talking about. Nothing they talking about. Matter of fact, I don't even know how you narrating what the fuck I'm saying because I don't know English. So what you saying and what I'm saying is two different things because you a betrayer. You ain't getting my money. That's how he acting. Old boy knew he was going to trip out, the other Indian, because he ain't got his check either. But he didn't know he was about to go in. Old people don't give a fuck. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I'm going in. I ain't get my check. He got us up here acting his role because he gave me this money. Other Mexican over there, calm down, fool. He gonna mess us up, fool. He gonna fire us. He ain't paid us. Press 1. He ain't paid us.
They're all my brothers.
He said they all my brothers.
Same race.
Lord have mercy. This guy's name is Night Shoots. He look like a killer. I'm Night Shoot. X marked the spot. What the fuck? Hey, Braveheart. Hey, Braveheart. Look like they stole your Indian dress from your Mawapo family. Press 1. Look like they took the people hairdress that you was talking about. I'm fucking y'all up. Look like they took your headdress, homie. Look like you need that back. Press 1. It look like they took the headdress. Remember the art? Press, there it is. Go get it. But that's the one you was talking about. They sell those on Amazon. Press 1.
These people all use different languages.
Oh my goodness.
They are all my people. We meet here for 3 days. I'm glad.
Look at Drags Wolf. Look at him.
I have been brought to this Pigan country. I shake hands with all these people.
You're Robert De Niro.
I'm glad to talk to these friends. I have finished.
I'm done, nigga. I ain't got nothing else to say. Hey, I'm a negro. Press 1. The first thing he do is this. So let me guess. Press 1. Let me guess. Let me guess. That's your black Indian?
I am a Sioux. I have come from near Poplar Creek. I am a Crow.
I'm a Crow.
I have come from far away, Big End country. Have arrived. I have eaten until I am forced to the throat, and I feel good. I have finished.
I'm finished. James Eagle.
I come from the Mandan country, this Big End country.
Is this how y'all talk, Nijis? Look at this. Her name is Foolish Woman. Foolish Woman.
I am Mandan, one of the Earthlight people. I have been sent for. I have come. I am the Cheyenne. These people are all my brothers.
All these people are all his brothers. Even after the other two said, I don't know none of these niggas. Now you can call me a lame. It's your freedom of speech. You can say whatever you like. If you think I'm lame for presenting the truth to you, that's on you, bro. That's on that's on you. I have nothing to do with that, bro. If you think I'm lame for telling you the truth because you can't handle it, that's on you. But you're not that, bro. Go listen to Whack 100 or something. Maybe rap is your culture. I don't know.
I love them all. That is all.
I just want you to know, I'm right.
I live with the Pigan.
Not one of these people are Afro-American. None of them. Dan Calloway ain't showed no Afro-Americans on his nothing. They don't even have a language, family. None of them want you in their Indian programs. That's insane. Bro, if you got to think these are your ancestors, Miss K, tell them. Listen to Miss K. She'll tell you, bro, if you think these are your ancestors, bro, something is really wrong with y'all. Something is really wrong with y'all. And I see the name. I see the reason why these people run laps over y'all 24/7 because you probably deserve it. A lot of y'all probably just ain't they've been bullshitting so much. It's just purgatory for you to think outside the box. I mean, for you to even you're supposed to be stuck. See, while I'm over here studying the Holocaust, the real Holocaust, and how Wilson and Pius put your black ass on them goddamn sheets and you ended up in the Vatican and they all Nazis. You over here in the metaverse, in the metaphysical, talking about we just need to believe that we are the children of the Most High and just come back to God. Press 1. Like that's, bro, daydreaming. Press 1. With your wife, ain't gonna get it. Press 1. You gotta come with it, sir. It's more than, oh, we just be the children of the Most High. But that's not, I don't know about all that children of the Most High and all this other. A lot of witches and stuff include the Most High and other gods and all this other stuff. Just followers of the law. Jacob, press 1, is the lawgiver. Press 1. Want to be a child of the law and give the law, because it's your duty to be upright lawgivers and stand the world upright and and free the world. There's no reason to go to war with the world when this is the freest nation with the most resources on the planet. You want to go to Africa and you believe the African got more resources, then go. Press 1. The most resources on earth right here in America. And the best thinkers and entrepreneurs and the niggas is here too. Press 1. Negroes are smartest people invented every day. Ain't no telling when they gonna go through a golden age. Anytime now. A golden age right around the corner. Press 1. Anytime. Once these people get that spirit, it's over. But ain't no foreigner finna be distracting the good people, because you gotta be within good standing to even be in standing. Press 1. You got to be in good standing to even be standing. You got to, if you want to be free, you have to know the law. If you want to protect America itself, you got to know the law. You don't have to argue with no damn senators and shit who taking lobbyists' money when you know the law as a nation. That's the importance of your firstborn going into the church. Back in those days, 200 years ago, the church administered the law. But you wouldn't think of the church like that. You think the church is somewhere where you go in there and be metaphysical and sing and dance, when that's where you administer the law. That's why God administers law through his word and the church itself. And you sacrifice your firstborn sons and put them in church, which is the law, which is the law of God, which is the law of the land. Press 1. He made the dust. He created you from the dust of this land. He made you a sovereign, heir to freedom, as long as you would abide, never mind, by the law. Press 1. You can end it all according to the law. But most of you are criminals, and you can't do nothing even if you wanted to. You can only troll Kev, because you really a criminal on probation, so you can't do nothing. I'm not talking to you. Press 1. I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to free people. The good people. I ain't talking to you. Moses gave the law, not Jacob. Okay, Moses did give the law. This is prophecy. Jacob will be my lawgiver. Hold up. Because Moses did give the law, but that's God's law. So when Moses died, does the law die with Moses? When you speaking in that context, press 1. The scepter will not depart from Judah, nor the ruler's staff from between his feet, until he to whom it belongs shall come, and the obedience of the nation shall be his. Press 1, that's Genesis 49 and 10. Press 1. That's Genesis 49 and 10. So it's already talking about this one that's going to come. It's already saying the scepter will not depart from Judah. Huh? You know what the scepter is? Press 1. That's the rod. Press 1. Nor the ruler's staff from between his feet. Press 1. Until he to whom it belongs. Not she, not it. Until he to whom it belongs shall come, and the obedience of the nations shall be his. Sucker. Press 1. You live in a fake world. I don't know where you live. And how I'll go right to the scripture, right there. That's Genesis. You must be tripping. Y'all done lost y'all brains. Press 1. That's the thing about it. You lost your brain thinking I'm like you. I'm not, bro. Look. This is incredible, G. This is incredible. So if Judah is the lawgiver, that's who you're looking for. Press 1. I thought you were Judah. Press 1. Look, this is King James Bible. This is Psalm 60 and 7. Gilead is mine, and Manasseh is mine. Ephraim also is the strength of mine head. Judah is my lawgiver. That's the administrator of law. Press 1. That's judgment. You talking about? You don't know what this is. You don't know why I know so much. You don't know. You just playing in your life. I wasn't playing. You can't just get this. You can't steal this from me. You wasn't prepared for that. You just want bits and pieces to claim as yours. And not give Kev his credit. I'm taking all mine. This go round. I want all mine. All of it. You don't have that knowledge. You don't got it. So ain't no sense of hating. Hate just to hate on some satanic shit. You just hating because I'm proving to you that you've been lied to. You hate me. You trolling me. Because the niggas y'all listening to is deceived you. You want to have an issue with me. Because you believe in rappers and shit. Y'all believe in these lies that were federalized, pre-made for you by the Rockefeller Foundation. A lot of you niggas just mad because you weren't able to think outside the little compartmentalized stinking psycho trauma they had you in. Press 1. You can't be a good student, G. That's why I respect my students like Brian King and those who really sit back like, damn. Like the brother who called from Kansas City. Yeah, that's just like that woke me up to even more to like, damn, the heartland of America. And that's a trip we had that same aha epiphany moment. Like, damn, that's that same level shit. Those are the people I'm reaching right there. The young brothers out there who live in it and can see it but never could put it together. So that's a beautiful thing for me. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the people in my Cash App. Can't ask for a better support cast than the people who support the broadcast. Y'all keep me going. No lie. Jamie Lee. Shout out to you, Queen. Shout out to you. Loyalty Trucking. Kanisha White. Vivian Palmer. Shout out to you. Rico. Shout out to you. Marley. Shout out to you. Brian King. Dizzle. Crystalline Yvette. Shout out to you, my main man, Jason Harris. King, shout out to you, Bree Curtis. Shout out to you. It was yesterday and today. Shout out to my man, D-Jack. Blessings to you, brother. Everything gonna see all right, cuz. In the words of the great philosopher C. Mac, 5 crib, everything goes see all right. Man, I miss that nigga, man. Lord have mercy. Fucking Crip Mac, man. I was rooting for Crip Mac during the smoke session. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Los Angeles, all the Democratic areas. I hope y'all don't get offended by diagnosing what it is. Democrat babies. Black, white, communist supremacists. And it's time for us to evolve and get back right with God, which is in law. God is our in-law. Press 1. He buried to the game. Press 1. God is our in-law. He adopted us. Press 1. God adopted us into his family, but we got to follow the rule, the law of the land. The people, the original people, are attached to the land. You cannot buy and sell them. The worst offense you can do. I mean, human trafficking is off, Press 1. These people are attached to the land. The land and them are attached. Their names are on the land. And through the will of God, that's the Bible, which is a will. You know what a will is? It's a covenant. Press 1, it's a contract with your forefathers. Yes, your forefathers. Press 1. That's why your name is written in the book of life. That's why even though they blotted you out and that's against the law, press 1, your name is still in the book of life. And in the Bibles, back in the King James Bible, your name and your birth records and your family lineage was in the Bible. It's in Scripture. So the name, God, the land is in Scripture. Do not remove nothing. This is their story. This is their story. God, they're the people of the book. This is what's going to happen to them. This is, if they don't abide by this. Oh, what happened to them? They went into the captivity. Oh, shit. That's why you line up with every curse of the Bible. Because you fell out of your own standing with the father and chose to go after Isis, the mother. Press 1, which is sin. Press 1. But he gave his only son. Press 1. That's the thing about this. This is a contract done data already. This is already done. Press 1. You wrote your name out the book of life. You don't believe in Christ? So what is to happen to you if Christ hit the scene, redeem the land, save the children of Israel, and you've been announcing that you from Allah, from some old other place, you are antichrist, you deny, you just lost. Because this American law is Levitical law. That's your problem. That's your problem. You don't get. So if you deny God, you deny the law. And if you deny the law, you're an outlaw, you're a criminal. Press 1, you're cursed. Press 1, that's where you been. Cursed this whole time. Out of the law, outlaws, Tupac. Press 1, turned your back on the law. You turned your back on God. Press 1, he said, if you turn from your wicked way, it's already in law. It's in the will. You can't have this unless you press 1. That's what it's about. Living will and testament. Not a religious book. That's a living contract with you. That's not a religious metaverse, metaphysical, spiritual book for people who use that to invade you and keep you under control. Because they know you attached to it. Press 1. Kev Row. Did I explain? Common law is Levitical law. Common law is the law of the land. Pure truth. Come on, King. Common law is Levitical law. We've been talking about common law. Why? Because Virginia, that's royal style. Why do you think I keep talking to you about King? I'm a Gillespie. That's why. That's why I keep talking about Virginia and the difference between the East Indian Company and Virginia Company and royalty and sovereignty and freedmen. Because once you understand that, you shall be set free. Facts, because that's what the truth does. I mean, you're going to have a fucking mental fart like, no way. Coffee and Kush TV. Shout out to, who is this in my cash app? Mrs. Carpenter. Casper. For salute, Professor for Truth. Thank you. Shout out to Miss Casper. Yeah, Miss Casper. Shout out to you. It's a beautiful day in paradise. The Bible is a book of spells, it's rumored. That's because y'all a black opal swan, that's because you a wicked witch. Only a witch will say that a living will and testament, a holy covenant contract with its people is a book of spells. Press 1, that's because you a spell dweller and you trying to validate your own sin. You of Satan. You a plotter on man's life. You are still an eternal, a good man's soul. Press 1, tear down your own household. You're a wretched woman with that type of statement. Press 1, I just broke down all these hours I'll be giving for you to make such ignorant statement. That's why I can care less about your pH balance being off, for you are cursed. Press 1. That's why. You don't know nothing, and you just sit and you just deny, even though it's in your face. You don't care. You just a destructive, demonic, demon Democrat. All you do is try to cast spells all day and paint your toenails and put the eyelash and try to be the best mermaid whoremonger that you can be. But guess what? I see right through you. I smell right through you. Press 1. That's all they do. Try to put what they do on somebody else. How the Bible full of spells and not one spell in it. It's about self-accountability. Y'all the ones with these spell books. That's y'all around here talking about you the divine and you the spiritual. Be sitting back paying Chinese people for $600 weave, $45 nail product for what, 5 nail, 10 nail. Just do this. Press 1. Just do this. You sit up there and give all your finances away. All of them for you to look and smell like a whore. Press 1. And a criminal. Press 1. You to look like a damn thug criminal. You spend all the money up. You look like a damn jailbird. Press 1. No talent, no ambition, no truth, no original thought, nothing God put you here for to lead with your mind and show the world through all the travesty. You don't got to graduate not one school, and your mind alone, nigga, is greater, nigga, than they best. Nigga, what you talking about? Malcolm X taught me, nigga, you can go from a pimp, a drug dealer, to a refined Muslim man. Bro, get out of town, bro. Y'all niggas got too much excuses and doing too much hype when truth is potent, bro. The Bible is for everybody. It's a learning book so you can know what happened to these people. These people are a living example of why. When you find out that these people are God's people, you and your people going to stand back and say, damn, God is truly with them. You ain't gonna have no choice. God is truly with these people. Do you know their history? Oh my goodness. They was bywords and nouns and pronouns all in one thing. We used to call them all type of things. But look at these people. They still and they ain't got it. Press 1, but you can't get it when you watching Vlad TV. Vlad don't want you to have it. No Jumper, King AK-47, Seti Nash, Little Booty. None of them want you to have a mind of your own. Press 1. They want you to be a scarecrow. Press 1. They want you to be a tin man. Press 1. A tax identification number. Press 1. They want you to be just a body with no brain, a tax identification, coward little lion running up the road, lost some goddamn where, trying to click your fucking shoes. Press 1. When the law is the law. Get out the dream world and get it in the law. And God is in the law. His law is the word. The law is set. It's contract. They got to follow the word of God. That's in the law. They follow Levitical law. That's why George Gillespie, press 1, argued with Aaron's rod, which is the word of God, political matters. Political matters with the word of God. Why? Because we held judgment in the church. The law was given right there. They took it. You just watched the queen die. That's a stolen crown. That's a stolen legacy. That's a stolen trust. You just watch that's a whole stolen, they stole that from you. That whole, the white folks is up there giving all of that dignitary shit to them. That's what you're supposed to be doing. That's what jubilees and stuff is about. That's what you got to tap back in. White folks are like, oh shit, look at Kate. Y'all worried about Kate when it's you. You the true heir of freedom and sovereignty. You're the one above maritime law, law of the sea. We operate on supreme law of the land. Press 1. I have no jurisdiction here. It's illegal for international corporations to own any land and own people here in America. Shout out to my super chat. Rob B. Shout out to you, King. So it's deeper than, your hate for me, because I ain't going to do nothing but keep going. I did 2-3 hours earlier. I did another 2-3 hours here. Coffee and Kush TV. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow Sunday, we right back with more controversial. And no, it ain't no real debate. But guess what? He couldn't debate. DANE CALLOWAY can't debate this. All they lie is imprinted in their script. We are not them. And if that's your whole basis, and if y'all too ignorant to come out of that, man, he's a Shriner. You got one of them little hats, G. Coffee and Kush TV. And that's why I say they portrayers of King George of the you denounce your sovereignty pledging to the federal government. You denounce your sovereignty pledging to a democracy. You denounce your own sovereignty pledging to foreign. That's against the law. That's against your faith. That's against your religion. That's a curse. That's how you get removed out the law. Cursing yourself and forgetting that you're tied to the law by land. You're tied to the land by law. So again, in Genesis, where he talking about he grafted you out the land, out the dirt, that's how it's done. You are made from this soil right here. That's why you cannot be deported. You just ain't figured it out yet, but you will. Coffee and Kush TV, thank y'all for tuning into the show, of course. I thank my moderators, all the people who donate to the channel. Shout out to y'all. And I'm doing shout outs for everybody who donate after the show. Who donate after the show. Still just running the shout outs. It's sweeps year. Coffee and Kush TV. And as always, family, I'll holla.